crap.
I'm internet famous.
That crap.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
3
Kurt-
people who probably clicked
My
on it, watched
career
it for
is
30
over.
seconds.
Oh, this guy's a
Before
loser.
it began.
Look at this Farva guy trying to run D&D there.
Wow.
Okay,
The mustache looks even better on camera.
thank you.
No, you just look like a really happy Canadian.
Oh, thanks. You know, I really appreciate that. You know, your
Doesn't
your,
he?
your confidence
Doesn't he?
and support goes a long way with us. So go ahead and click that like and subscribe button, and you know, let's keep these good times rolling. Okay, there. Thanks.
Oh my
You
god.
gotta
Doesn't
have
he
an
look a
NPC
little-
like that, dude. That works.
Doesn't he look a little like Porn Stash from Orange
Yeah,
is
he's
the
got
New
a porn
Black?
stash. Yes, he does. He is the porn stash.
Okay, it's not just
I
me.
can't see it. I should be happy, I suppose.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, small favors.
Okay. If we're all ready, we will go ahead and get this thing started.
Time to
Body
wait for Fargo.
Okay, yep. All right. Last time on the Redeeming Faith, our party found themselves diving deeper into Olgamet's lair.
So deep.
So deep. Under the direction of
That's enough.
the
Before we have to
vague
upload this on
memories
Pornhub.
of Cal Windward, they
make an
found
adventure
themselves coming into the prison. After some very careful stepping forward and a few traps, Quildrith found his persuasion and deception very useful and managed to convince a room of devils to murder the shit out of each other.
Oh man, it was glorious.
Never
to-
loving the shit out of each other.
I'm really pissed I couldn't watch.
And I lost my train of thought there. Okay. After convincing the devils to kill the crap out of each other, they proceeded deeper into the prison.
I killed one of
them. You killed the winner, not champion, to be confused, but the
Champion.
winner.
What a champion.
The party progressed into the prison very, very carefully. However, upon discovering another trap and triggering it, they alerted other Denzians. Denzians?
Denizens.
Jesus. I do that every time.
Every time.
Every time. Encyclopedia.
damage.
Stop saying it like that.
I have to with this mustache.
That's not that kind of mustache.
The party tried to convince the devils coming out that they were part of the gang, which they did not seem to exactly fall for, and found themselves quickly involved in combat.
No defense. I got boom, 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 boom.
A lot of things run towards you guys.
At
Oh, no,
least
he
I
ran towards
lost
them.
my last unlucky point. That was worth it.
Nice. Yeah.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
good.
True. Okay, so.
I can't see anything. Reload. I know.
Oh, you
it's-
know what?
Scroll. It's a big black map.
It's a big
Yeah,
black map.
scroll.
Thank you.
Did you find it?
Let me scroll all the way up.
Okay.
There
Let me
it
make
is.
sure.
There it is. No, we're at the very bottom.
Yep, that's where we are. Yep.
Fucking. Hold on. You
Yeah.
go ahead. Go ahead. I'll get there.
Okay. All right. So after the first round of combat, Genevieve, you are up.
And I just saved your ass. You're up.
I'm thinking. I don't know what to do. I almost got
So
my
while
ass
you think,
killed.
we'll do a quick recap after, just so everyone knows exactly what happened. The Chain Devils emerged from the building to the north and managed to grapple both Genevieve and Quildrith. Richard, through quick thinking and a pretty impressive spell use of the spell Dimension Door, pulled Genevieve free of the Chain Devil. However, Quildrith found himself grappled by the Chain Devil. Vinove, seeing this as his cue, charged forward.
No, Vinove ran in first before any of that happened.
No, you were grappled first.
Yeah,
No,
you were grappled.
grappled
Yeah, 'cause-
No, because I
You're
used
grappled first.
You
Deal
were
with
trying
it,
to
scrub.
lie, and
No,
they
I-
grabbed you.
Yeah, I used my turn to lie before he grabbed me.
Nah, that's right. Anyways,
But the lie failed.
Vinove did run in, trying to attack the Chain Devil, and
Charged in.
the charged in and failed his attack so hardcore he actually dropped his sword onto the steps below.
Like a baller.
I gotta teach you what that
So
word
Genevieve,
means.
you have just been snapped into another location, no longer restrained by the chains of the Chain Devil. What would you like to do?
Oh, I think I'm gonna cast Guardian of Faith.
Do it.
That sounds good.
Where do I want to cast him? I'm gonna move my character.
Guardian of Faith do?
Oh, there.
And it's space within 10 feet of the Guardian. So, I gotta get back close again.
Do you, fam?
I'm gonna move here, and then I'm gonna cast Guardian of Faith.
Where would you like to cast it?
I'm thinking.
Okay.
At 30 feet of range.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
gonna
you're trying to hit
cast
the
it.
most of us. Cool.
Well, because the moment it steps within range, if you guys fall back, I'm gonna cast it right there.
Nice.
Ping it one more time for me, please. Okay.
Oh, and you can add an aura that you can see. Wow. To the token.
That's good. And then it
How do you do
goes
the
10
aura?
feet around. Whenever one of the creatures enters first time, they have to succeed on a dex save. They take 20 radiant damage on a failed save, or half
Let's
as
see the first one, right?
That's full one.
No, go back to the 11.
Sorry, 1 second.
Go back to the 11. See at the bottom right. Aura. And change the color, and then you just put 10 feet.
Hovers for the duration. Combine speeds of your choice with using
Boom.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Steeped accepted for
That
green
is
sword
15
shield.
feet.
I think you can send it to
I'll probably
Any
have to set it to
hostile
5.
closer than 10 feet of the Guardian must for the first time on the turn succeed a dexterity saving throw.
There we go.
Only the
Each takes
next man
20
shall pass.
20 radiant damage. Nice.
Oh, no, is it a
Half
10?
damage on a successful one.
10
Done.
feet all the way around it.
Oh, unclick square because you have
So if you
click
guys
that
back
square
up
for
at
your
all.
aura.
Okay.
They're gonna come in.
Within the guard. Okay. I see where I did wrong.
So I can be like, boop. There's
Square.
mine. Proceed.
Is there any way to disengage an enemy without provoking an opportunity attack?
You
Without
can
the
use an
spell
action
disengage,
to
or is-
disengage.
What's
You
that?
can use a full action for disengage.
Unless you're not.
Gotcha.
And that
If you're
will
a
move you
rogue,
back
you can use a
5 feet,
bonus.
and then you can use
Gotcha.
your movement.
Cool.
Yeah, rogues get that as a bonus.
Bonus.
Safe bonus.
Everybody can do it as a full.
Cool. I
Okay.
should probably heal. I'm looking.
So is that
Cool.
spot right for you,
Ow.
Genevieve?
Gonna use a bonus action to say fall back.
Okay.
Definitely gonna do that. For real, not for political.
Cal is going to. What is Cal gonna do? What can Cal do? Let's ask that. Let's check that first.
Cal's like, guys, I only have bad advice. I don't know what to do in a fight.
Guys, I'm a terrible NPC.
I'm the worst.
I was supposed to die long ago.
Why am I alive?
I'm gonna fastball special him at somebody.
I want to do that.
Cal is going to. He's gonna move within the aura and hold an attack action for something to get within range.
That's the smartest thing Cal's done.
Vinove.
All right, I am going to. What is the action to pick up my weapon?
I'll say that's a bonus action.
Can I take it as my regular action?
You can use a
Sure.
bonus action as a
You can-
regular
yeah.
action. If that's what
Okay.
you're looking to use a bonus.
Oh, okay. Either way, I'm gonna pick up my sword, and then I'm gonna use Misty Step to beep, 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 beep.
Okay.
Yeah, right there.
Boop, 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 boop.
Do it.
And then I'd like to. What is Lay of Hands? I always forget
Lay of
this.
hands is a free
Action.
Lay of Hands is a
Action,
full
sorry.
is an action.
Is a full action,
Okay.
yeah. So you've pretty
So,
much just got
is
movement
there-
left.
Is there a way that I can trade my movement for a bonus action or anything?
Nope.
No. Okay.
Yeah, I gotta do the
4-8
same thing
thinking.
for myself.
I guess that's all I can do, really.
Okay. Quildrith, you be up.
The aura doesn't
Oh.
heal us, right? It just damages
Nope.
other things.
No.
Alright, so I'm
I'm
going
actually.
to.
I'm gonna take a step back here with Richard. I'm a fucking fan. There we go. I can't see. Can I turn off this fucking fog? It's so
You can.
annoying. Okay.
Zoom your camera out in the upper right hand corner. That helps a lot.
Oh, gotcha. I really can't see it. Nah, whatever.
So
It's fine.
I will. I'm just gonna try to escape.
It's very dark down here.
Do I use a dexterity saving throw or a strength saving throw?
I believe it's you can pick athletics or acrobatics to break free from the grapple.
Okay. I'm
Your
gonna
choice.
go with acrobatics.
Ooh, okay. And it is a contested one with the Chain Devil, whose sheet I should have up, but I don't because I'm a bad DM.
I thought his was just a DC 14.
Let me do it.
Sure. Yeah. No, however you want to run it. I just
Um,
because this is escape DC.
No,
14.
it's when you're already in a grapple, it's contested.
escape. Yeah. So you would have to do the DC of 14 when he initiates it, but then after that you're just grappled, which is
Okay. Gotcha.
contested.
Perfect.
So he's going to do strength,
That's not good for me.
and
I meet it or beat it, right?
yeah, no, you break free.
Perfect. And then as my
Barely break free. So you kind of wiggle your way down, and he's expecting your form to be much larger because of your armor, and the chains just aren't quite as tight as they should be, and you just
I insta squat limbo my way out of his chains.
how low can you go?
Pretty low.
Like a
I'm
crab.
real bendy. I'm a real
Like
bendy.
Crab walks out. Like
One bendy boy.
I also use my agility to shrink myself slightly and then re-engage my full mass. And then I'm going to bonus action disengage and fall back like I was told.
Weeds.
30 feet. Okay, yeah, I can.
Gobble.
Gobble. Okay,
Get over
disengaged. What now? And that's my turn.
Okay, so which one
10
is this?
feet so that it'll drag him in.
That is him.
Kill the bone devil.
Is the
So
aura
bone
visible?
devil.
Yeah,
No, we
boy,
can't see it.
devil.
You have to make it visible on the token.
No. Is
No,
It
the
looks
aura of
like
the Guardian,
a shining
no.
sword.
It just looks like a sword. It basically
The Guardian
aura is
occupies a
its
space and is
range.
indistinct except for a gleaming sword and shield
Okay.
emblazoned on the holy symbol of your deity.
that answers the question? So this dude
Any
is.
creature.
Oh,
yeah.
we can't see the aura, by the way. You have to go into the token settings and then.
Let's suppose I'll let you see it. How do I let you guys see it?
Advanced.
Oh,
Players see light. Nope, that didn't do it. I don't know why.
Okay. Well,
Anyway, you know what it is.
yeah, it's there. I'll keep track of it, guys. Just trust me.
Okay.
This Jane Devil, he's going to, seeing you shirk out and then run away, he's going to chase you.
Bye, motherfucker.
And he needs to do a dexterity saving throw.
Supplies, motherfucker.
What's the DC on it?
I don't think it says.
It does not.
It would be her spell DC, I believe.
Yeah. So what's your spell DC, Zenevieve?
Where would I find that?
Spell page, top of it.
Spell page, top of it. 16.
Okay, let's see if he do it.
Spell attack.
Dexterity. Saving throw.
Ooh, he makes it.
What a bitch.
So you see him run
So
through,
takes
and
10.
the light, a small amount of light begins to glow on top of him, and he just shirks it off and comes right
Still
face
takes
to
10.
face with you.
Okay,
Still
well,
takes
I'm
half
marking
damage.
it
Oh.
off because it
You're right.
goes way
Thank you.
after 60 damage.
Right.
Okay,
He
so
still
I'll mark
takes
that on the
10.
token. Okay.
Still takes half damage.
I gave him the half damage. I'll give it to him. He took it. So he shirks it off, but it still burns his flesh, and there's a bit of a sizzle as he runs towards you. And then he's going to multi-attack.
I'm going to Unsettling Visage. Once per short rest, I can give him reaction to impose disadvantage on the roll. I have to use this before I know he hits. So it's just my my change. Basically, you guys see my face, and the helmet just suddenly deform into this huge, hideous, almost cartoon-like giant mouth with huge, like, teeth, and then my eyes pop huge, like almost cartoony but terrifying at the same time, and like, bring it to me.
Jesus. All right. Disadvantages
It
then?
matches his personality.
Does he have to make any kind of saving throw, or does it just happen?
Just happens. I can
Cool.
only do it once per short rest.
Well, let's do it.
That was spooky.
So 12, I'm guessing, doesn't hit.
No.
Let's do it again. 27, I believe, hits.
No.
Okay.
It's no, Mr. Griffin.
No. So you see the chains lash out, and he's distracted by this just ugly looking thing that he was not expecting from this form, and goes above it, misses completely. The second set of chains come down and just lash straight across your neck, doing 10 slashing damage, and I need a...
Going to dodge for have the damage.
Okay.
And then, what's the saving throw?
It is a...
It says escape.
It just says escape DC, so I'm going to count it as acrobatics or athletics.
Perfect.
Make your choice.
Woo! That's limbo.
So yeah, it does not...
Everybody limbo.
it does not contain you.
Whoa!
So it begins to wrap around your neck, and you just shirk right out of it yet again. Next chain devil.
So
He
what
is
does
going-
an at will cast mean?
It means it doesn't take a action, bonus action. You
Like a
can
free
just
action.
do it. Usually
I
it's
can just
restricted
do
to
it?
your turn or as a reaction, depending on what it is. You can just do it though.
Okay.
What is it?
Can I cast Blade Ward on you, Ty?
It's a cantrip, probably a bonus action.
I'm just going off of what it says. It says cast at will.
What is the spell name?
Blade
Blade
Ward.
Ward.
I believe any spells count as an action or a bonus action, but let me double check.
Dang it.
It says casting time 1 action.
But cast at will.
Yeah, but casting time
did-
is what matters. Yeah, casting time of 1 action. So you basically, it's a cantrip. That means it doesn't take up a spell slot, so you can cast it at will as many times as you can, but it takes an action to use it. Does that make sense?
Okay. It's very dumb for them to put it that way. I disagree with their wording.
I
Where
can
did
see
you
it.
get the at will from?
It's because it's a cantrip.
D&D Beyond. It says cast at will.
Oh yeah, I'm not seeing it on.
Wait,
No,
is it-
you'll notice Eldritch Blast will say the same thing.
You extend
No,
your
it's
hand.
like
Yeah.
at will just used to mean something different.
Seeing
Yeah.
as you, it says that you have to extend your hand and trace a signal.
Oh,
Sigil.
I'm not
It's-
arguing against. I'm not arguing for it. I'm just arguing against their wording of at will.
Yeah, fair enough.
Sorry.
Fair enough. All right, so this
Oh,
dude.
I'm no longer grappled. I'm gonna take away my.
Oh yeah, go for it. I thought you already did. Got it.
I'll get it. Yeah.
All right. This chain devil's gonna move down, park himself right here,
You motherfucker.
and he's gonna make 2 attacks against you.
Alrighty.
Which stand by.
To Fraggle Rock.
That's interesting. Hmm. Okay, cool. So, yep, it's going to take 2 chain attacks against you.
Perfect.
19.
Hits.
All right, and it's second. 26.
Misses.
So
No, that
you
doesn't
take 26 total points of slashing damage, and I need 2 escape checks from you. Acrobatics or athletics.
Oh man. Wildrith is getting beat this shit up. Alright,
You are grappled.
that might help me. It squeezes.
I was going to say, grappled, do they get advantage on attacks?
Yes.
Okay, well, it doesn't matter. He rolled the higher one first anyway. So, okay. So, yeah. So the Chain Devil turns the corner, having its previous prey slip away from it, lashes out with you. Wham, wham! 2 rapid-fire attacks with its chains, both wrapping around you. And just as the chains streak across you, cutting into your flesh.
Grapple does not impose
It does
advantage.
not. No.
It does not? Okay.
No.
Okay, never mind. Doesn't matter either way for that one. Richard.
Can I use
Did
cutting
he
words
do
on
the saving
that?
throw for the weapon?
He didn't have to because he didn't go within the aura.
It didn't touch the 5-foot block that you had to go through in that corner?
No, because
TJ?
it's this one is the last one that it's at, and he's shirking the corner right here.
Okay.
So
TJ, the answer is yes, you could use
You came
cutting
here.
words as a reaction, but
You
that
came here.
probably wouldn't have been enough, don't worry.
Yeah, I definitely would not have.
you could have cutting words the
trying to-
first one.
Oh yeah, the first one actually would have been really good because it only hit by 1.
I'm just trying to get better use of my bard stuff is all.
Okay, and do you want to Cutting's Words that? I would be fantastic with it. If
I
you
mean,
would allow
that's
that,
up to
Mr.
Mike.
DM.
I was reading it as everything was going on, so
Since
whatever
it's
you
first
wanna
round of
do.
combat since we started tonight.
It is first round of combat. Yeah, I'll let you cutting words that one.
Okay, so
Roll your bark
makes
die.
an attack roll. Roll the dice and subtract the number from just roll. I'm sorry, I'm trying to figure out what dice.
What's your
I'm
bardic
supposed to-
inspiration
It's
die?
whatever your bardic inspiration, which is I think a D8 at your level.
No, he's. Well, yeah, I guess it would be depending on how.
Okay. I'm not finding it quickly, so I'm just gonna go with you.
God damn it.
Fuck.
Okay.
That's all he needed.
No, it's
No,
a-
your AC's 18,
18,
correct?
exactly.
Yeah.
18, yeah. Oh, good.
It was worth a shot.
Yeah,
Worth a
I mean,
shot.
Unless you had any luck.
So make sure you mark off that bardic inspiration.
Done.
Aw, Richard, you're up.
Whoop, doop, doop, doop.
Compel duel, it'll drop me. I hope.
No, it just pays attention to me. It doesn't actually force it to do really anything.
Oh, I thought he had to attack just you. And he had disadvantage on other
No,
attacks.
doesn't have to. He has disadvantage against people that aren't me. No, we're gonna do something fun. I want advantage against this bitch.
Oh, actually, you know what? Do me a favor. I know it's kind of moot, but I need you to roll a wisdom saving throw.
Who?
Who?
Richard,
Oh.
you started your turn.
Oh.
And what's the highest?
For me.
So 4.
15 with advantage.
Okay, so as you run up to the Chain Devil to engage, he turns his head and he looks at you, and you see the visage of his face change shape, and you see your mother's face for just a glimpse, and it melts all the way down to the bone in a horrible shrieking moment. But you know deep down in your heart that no, this is an illusion. It is not
Would this have
her.
been a frightened effect anyways?
This is
Yeah, frightened.
yeah, frightened.
He's everybody
I'm
within 10
immune.
feet of him is immune as
Oh,
well.
hell yeah.
All right.
Just
Some
straight up,
paladins to hell.
It's the
Nice.
paladin. Clap back.
fuck you, I don't give a fuck about your bullshit.
Richard was made for this shit. Richard was forged in a fucking.
That is what pissed me off enough.
He is the
To
chosen
vow of
boy.
enmity.
One
Oh,
choosy
man.
boy.
You dare use my mother's
He's
face?
You
Cause the
son
die.
of a bitch! How
He is-
fucking dare you?
He is the pappy boy. He is the one who wins.
God damn it.
Speaking of paps,
Pap away.
Ugh.
Oh, that glaive.
Okay, so your vow of enmity was a bonus action, right?
Yep.
And then you get two attacks as part of your action.
At advantage.
Yep.
At advantage, so 17 and 20, they both fucking hit.
Yo.
Oh my.
also he has to do 2 DC 12 Constitution saving throws to see if he gets wounded. Makes that one.
You know what? He's gonna make both because he natural 20 that
That's
one.
fine. That's fine.
Like I
Still
said,
did more
it's
damage than I would have normally done.
I've been trying to reward all of the rolls. It just happens to
Oh, that's
be
fine.
in the favor of the
I'm
day
down.
so far.
Dude, we got
We're,
you.
in,
We're, not
we're
worried.
into it.
All right,
You're
let me
bottom.
see these damage. So that's 12 radiant and 19. Okay. Actually, it's more of a slack.
Nah, I'm still
juicy.
saying. No, you forget Richard is saying pat.
Oh, Richard is saying that. I
knew
so
you were
Richard
saying
runs
that.
up, just so pissed that this chain devil dare to use the visage of his mother, and just comes down hard twice, right on the bullshit face of this chain devil, and just fucks his world up.
Hey, dude. It's like,
Oh my.
damn.
All right.
Did you just say pap? I say getting squished.
It's like Bruce Lee, except hilarious.
All right. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, that's almost it.
Okay. It is now the Bone Devil's turn. You know what? He's gonna make an intelligence check to see if he understands what the fuck just happened to that chain devil.
It didn't get hit by it, did it?
Well, there was still a visual effect with the burning skin because he took damage.
Oh, or just if he knows what this thing
if
is.
he knows that there's something bad about this thing in front of him,
Shit. Okay, nice.
which
Well,
he
look
rolled a
at that,
19, so he's gonna run up to the point where he saw this guy move and not take any damage from it, and he is going to.
Is he big enough? He's too big to make it.
He can attack just you.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Hey,
if
do you
he-
think that guy has reach? He's got really long. Oh God, no.
I mean, technically, he could reach Richard too.
Well, technically, wouldn't he walk through it anyway? Because he'd just go between the columns, and
Let me
Right.
let me measure his movement. Thank you.
here is within 10 feet.
There is an aura. And
Yeah, it goes to
The
right
aura
here,
is
and if
not
he cuts
visible.
straight
I think
Oh.
the aura is only going to the middle of the square. as
Yeah,
well.
The only thing that's visible is the Guardian itself,
the
not
Guardian's
the
the
aura.
only thing
Okay.
that's visible. So
There is an
he didn't
aura
see
from
why
my
it's
side.
right here.
I would say.
hold on, let me just double check because I don't want to jip you out of it.
I would just measure the aura real quick. Just make sure it's going right because it
It
might
is,
be going
it's-
to the middle of the.
The Guardian
Square.
occupies that space and is indistinct except for a gleaming sword and shield emblazoned with a symbol of your deity.
Right, but he saw a chain devil run near it, and get burned, and he rolled a 19 for an intelligence check. It was
I'm
pretty much a
saying he
19 or a
doesn't
nat 20
fit
to.
Between that though, so he would have to go all the way around
He's a bigot.
behind, like here.
Look at how big his
because
piece is.
between here to here, he's too big
No,
to
so
go.
he fits. So he's fine
See?
here. He's fine here. He's fine there.
He's.
Okay, that works then. Okay.
Yeah. So
I figured I'd try it.
no. I totally get what you're saying.
Hello, big
I
one.
was just figuring maybe he wasn't smart enough to go all the way around.
He rolled a 19 on his intelligence check.
Damn.
I'm gonna
But
measure
what
this.
does his max
one-
intelligence look like? That's
Yes.
my curiosity.
He has a +1 to his intelligence. That
Devils
is it.
are pretty smart. They're not
Yeah.
like dumb creatures.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
I guess I'm thinking more like.
You're thinking of
Like, this
lesser
guy has-
lesser devils.
This
than
guy
demons.
still has to
Okay.
make
Oh, demons.
deals
I'm
with
thinking of
for
demons.
souls.
Yeah. Okay.
Gotcha.
So
Sorry.
he is right here. I did measure that wrong. So thank you, Genevieve, for
Still
pointing that out.
Still gonna punch me, isn't he?
He still has reach.
Oh,
Yep.
I'm your master.
So
Excuse me.
but nope, he can do both.
Sorry, I have a. No, I'll ask later. Sorry.
No, go ahead. What's up?
Did he? Oh, he made his saving
It's
throw?
not a combat thing. I'll ask later. Sorry.
Okay. Saving throw for what?
For in the guard. And nothing. I see. For being in, he's in the guardian space. He entered it. So.
He's not.
Oh, on my screen,
No, he's not.
I'm lagging. Just to let you know. That's where I'm
Oh.
showing him. So
Yeah.
whenever
No,
we connect-
he's above it.
Okay. Can I look at your screen? Just the right, just the right one.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So he didn't quite make it as far as I initially thought he would, but he still has reach on both. Doesn't matter
It screams
because
like he's playing
14
Goldeneye.
both. I'm guessing 14 doesn't hit you.
It doesn't hit me.
All right. So you see the Bone Devil look down and kind of glare
Just imagine my shapeshifting
at
like,
this
upper half just like wiggling to the side,
at
all
this
noodly.
shield guardian and runs around it, taking great care to go around it. And then right when he gets to the point above the chain devil, he reaches out with his stinger and his pole arm, and just can't quite get it to connect.
Hey, calm down there. I am your master.
You're
Sure,
actually
that
going
shit
for
ain't gonna work anymore, boy.
Oh no, this is a free action
flavor.
flavor. Don't
Okay.
please don't fucking
Yes,
hit me.
and that was Richard's free action.
Oh,
I don't think that shit's gonna work anymore, boy.
you are absolutely correct. Yes,
Genevieve, you are up.
save me.
Alright, shit. Well, now what do I do? What do I want to do?
Heal yourself.
That's not a bad idea.
God, I'm gonna be so much help when I'm more healed.
Yeah.
Somebody who's currently hanging around about half health. I completely understand.
Man, almost everybody's in the 50s.
Not it.
Except for the tank.
Okay.
Just up here being a tank.
This is a bonus action. Okay, cool. So I am going to. Can I use lay on hands on myself?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Cool.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna do that. I have 10 left now. Lies, I have 11 left.
So you see Zenevieve kind of reach her hands up and they begin to glow, and she does,
And then
and the
I'm
wounds
going
close
to
ever so
cast,
slightly.
Which one do I want to cast? That's
Oh,
an action.
fuck him up.
I'm going to cast Sanctuary on Quildrith.
Okay.
Oh yes.
Solid call.
Can you click that so I can see the description at? Thank you. All right. Would you like to do any movement?
I'm going to. Let's see.
And your DC is 13.
I'm gonna
Her spell
eek
DC.
right
is,
here.
Okay.
14, I believe.
What's your spell DC? Just so I.
Spell DC. That's the spell save DC.
Yeah.
16.
Damn.
Yeah.
Is that useful or not useful?
That's super
So
useful.
Very useful. And that's going to be a hard
Okay,
DC to
good.
do.
That's
Okay.
something I finally did right.
Oh, you know what I realized?
My useless fucking character.
Cal never made his attack that he was holding, so we're going to do that real quick before
That's
his.
true.
Damn you stupid bitch!
So,
Not
kind of being
worthless.
taken aback by the morphing chain devil from Richard, he kind of forgets for a second, then realizes, oh yeah, I'm fighting.
Ah, fuck!
He's going to two-hand
Almost
this
200
motherfucker.
years old, and I
He's-
didn't
he's
figure out like that.
18.
Disadvantage.
And he hits.
Yeah. Can he smite or is he just fucking
He is out.
out?
And then he's gonna, yeah, that was it. So 7 slashing damage.
Nice.
I'm helping.
Great. Every damage helps. Just
Kind
as
of
them
are.
as
I'll
they
give
fall.
you that.
Wait, what? That's not right. Go ahead. Who's Cal's up? So he's gonna do another attack.
Get him!
No.
Don't drop your sword,
Overconfidence.
homie.
So you see Cal, he reaches out with his longsword and wham, slashes across the chain devil, and it turns to look at him, and he goes to hit it again, and just realizing that it's looking at him, and actually clinks down on the sword, and or clinks down with his sword on the floor, and one of the chains from the chain devil actually wraps around it, pulling it away from him.
Wait, why does he have disadvantage again?
Because he's exhausted.
He's
He's a
exhausted.
sleepy boy.
Well, I mean, didn't lesser restoration help?
He had
He's
2 levels of
very
exhaustion.
sleepy boy.
Okay.
Greater helps for 1, which is why he's not completely fucked.
Yes,
He's still bad at swinging a sword.
true.
Okay. Just checking. I wasn't sure
Oh no, you're good.
how effective.
He did
Um,
more damage this one round than he has the entire time we've had him.
This is very true.
Oh, just be happy for
It's
the
his,
boy.
this is radiant damage. Spirit Guardians. Manovea steps next to the ward thrown down by Zephyr and mumbles some
Zephyr.
quick
Said Zephyr.
prayer. And what did I say?
Genevieve.
Zenevieve.
Genevieve, sorry. Lots of Z's. I got V's. I know how it is.
Holy shit. That's fucking hilarious.
And then
Sounds like an STD.
So
as
it's
he
a
whispers, these tiny Fey-like angelic creatures, like a cross between an angel and a Fey, start swirling around and attacking.
No, you can pick
These
exactly
things.
what they look like.
Oh, he is.
I know, I am. They glow a silvery white.
Dude, for Saturday, they should be
start
having like
punching
little
holes through
flaming
these.
I'm guessing you're doing radiant damage, not necrotic.
Yeah,
Yeah,
radiant damage.
Kind of
yeah.
figured. All right.
Yeah, I said that.
So you see Vinove step closer to the Spirit Guardian and concentrates on his holy symbol, and this whirlwind of you said fairies
Like
angelic
angel
fairies.
fairies.
and angelic fairies, instead of their usual pink color, are a whitish blue, begin to spin faster and faster around him and go out in an arc and begin to burn and slice up anything fiendish that they come across. And 13 damage, that's pretty good.
19.
19.
He cast the higher level, so he got the 6 and the 13.
And I just posted the words in chat. So the creature speed is halved, and
to
anytime
do a
anything
wisdom
enters in there, it has to make a
saving
wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
But
What's the
and then I'm
DC
gonna-
on it?
I don't
Spell
know.
save
Your
DC,
spell
top of
save.
your spell page.
16.
Okay, so he fails it. He fails it. He makes it.
And then so
He has
3d8
advantage?
radiant.
Yes. Knowing from your studies, fiends tend to
Against
have
radiance?
the magical resistance and have advantage
It's
on
not-
saving throws against spells and other magical
It's not
effects.
magical. It's radiant.
Radiance
Which is a form of
is magic.
magic.
Yeah, a 5e is a little
Oh, that
different for
changed
radiant
too. It
damage,
used to
yeah.
be arcane and holy were different.
Yeah, they
Sorry.
changed it up. It's okay. Yeah,
Fuck it.
I know the 4e rules you're thinking of. Don't worry, dude.
I'm glad I have a
God.
translator.
Can't
Yeah,
believe
dude.
it got like even more dumbed down.
I
was
can't
like,
do
"Ah,
4e.
it's fine."
Like,
and then I'm
Okay,
gonna
so
cast.
you and their
what-
speed is halved.
Yeah, their speed is halved.
Okay.
Sorry, spiritual weapon. Yeah, I summoned the spiritual weapon as a.
And the damage
bonus
was, I'm
action.
sorry,
I don't know
19?
if I can attack on the first.
It
No,
does.
It looks like I can. Yeah. So then I use spirit weapon to attack. Who's given the business the most?
get the one that's
Top
attacking me.
motherfucker.
Or the bone
This
devil's
guy?
a good one. Get the bone devil.
Okay.
I want to focus down our targets first.
Okay. I'm grappled by the guy next to Richard.
So
Yeah,
hold
but
on.
Oh, this
he's
guy?
also protected
No, the
now,
one on top
too.
next to Richard.
Oh yeah, yeah. If Richard's been papping that guy, I'm gonna hit him with spiritual weapon.
That is the guy I'm papping.
He hasn't been
uh-huh.
compelled dueled yet, so you can tap away.
Yeah.
Stand
Pap only
by.
once anyways. He's
Stand
gonna
by.
do it. Wants to.
Then
If I've
I'm
learned
gonna
anything-
cast that at level 3.
Level 2. Because you're using it as a bonus action, correct?
No, it's casting
Uh-huh.
time as bonus action, so we can cast it whatever. level.
Yeah.
Oh.
When you cast the spell, you can use the third or higher. Damage increases by 1d8. Is all.
Okay, and your hit is the 10?
Yes.
Okay. Is that 10
that's-
plus 6 or is that plus
Oh,
is
16.
that
Sorry, it's 16 overall.
And who are you
It's
attacking?
16 damage. It's
Yeah.
it's
It-
10 to
it-
hit.
This guy.
It
The
doesn't
10 to hit, yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter
that's
anyway
not gonna
because
hit.
it doesn't hit him.
But now there's
but
another
now
sword
there
that
is
looks
a-
shockingly like Vinove's actual greatsword floating around and whacking people.
Let me think here to try and where did you put the spiritual weapon?
He put it right.
Okay. So we're gonna put a little imp there.
Why don't you just
To
use
help
the-
Just a
remember.
little imp.
Just
It's
a
a-
little imp.
He's a little cute
Because
boy.
roll
He's
20
just a
doesn't
little
want to
imp.
give me a token for spiritual
Oh, I
weapon.
was just gonna say copy the one that you have for the other thing.
I don't want to get them mixed up.
That's fair. All right, my turn.
Sorry, I'm trying to like play catch up over here. Quildrith.
I'm gonna cast bless
Bless that shit.
out of my prayer bead, so it only takes a bonus action.
Okay.
Did it?
Mark it down.
I'm trying to. Okay, there it is. And so I choose three creatures. I'm going to choose me, Vinove, and Richard. We all get +4 to, or no, not. Richard, do you want? Yeah, you're more likely to get grappled. So me, Vinove, and Richard will have a +4 to our saving throws, and to add D4 to the number rolls to attack rolls or saving throws. So we all
Nice.
have that for a minute.
That's good.
Or until his concentration's broken.
Yeah, until that. I'm going to, as my action, try
You know
to...
what? Actually, I can't cast spiritual weapon. Sorry. Spirit
Why?
Guardians was a concentration spell. I always forget about that.
Oh, okay.
So,
So forget that.
like I'll sacrifice the bonus action because that's my bad. But yeah.
Okay. All right. So
So let me add their health back real quick.
Oh no, they
No, it didn't do any
Just-
damage.
I
no,
marked
the
them for
spiritual-
damage.
for the
For
spirit weapon.
spiritual
no,
weapon?
For the-
you did it
no,
for the
Not the
Guardian.
I
Guardians,
did
the
it
weapon.
for.
The weapon didn't hit anyone, so it
Yeah.
shouldn't have been any
Right,
damage.
Okay.
All right, and then
Nice
Re-
try.
reapplying damage. My bad.
so with my bless, I have a +8 to escape this.
Okay.
Acrobatics check that for my action.
Yeah, you make it.
Yay.
Oh wait,
20.
no, hold on. It's
It's a 20.
It is a 20, but it's whatchamacallit, contested.
Oh, okay. Meter B?
You're beat.
Does possessed count as grappled?
What?
Possessed?
Oh, okay. I figured I'd try.
No. All right.
It
and
says
then,
that the target can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed.
No.
Yeah, no. He's literally just grabbed in a bear hug.
all right, and then
Gene hug.
I don't want to get bonus attacks or acts of attack of
Opportunity.
opportunities.
Ty, you have Sanctuary on, and you haven't attacked anyone yet, so you won't get hit. Or they'll have to make a saving throw. to
Wisdom
hit you.
saving throws.
I do need to get away because I'm pretty injured, so I'm gonna go ahead and
Oh, you have disengage?
I already used my bonus action to bless everybody. I'm gonna move
Well, I
back.
mean,
You can use
what's-
regular
you can use your
to
action.
disengage still.
I used
Yeah.
my
Well,
action
it's still
to
a
break the
disadvantage
grapple.
for them.
Oh,
Yep,
that's right.
so-
Yep. Thank you.
I had to use my.
You got
yeah.
nothing. You got movement only.
So, and you have sanctuary.
Although slowed
Yeah,
creatures
so-
can't take opportunity attacks, so only take one.
Okay. Thank you.
Oh yeah, they are slowed technically because of my.
Are they
except for the
slowed
wings.
or are they just
There's
movement speed?
Is it movement speed or slow?
Its movement speed is half.
It's
I
just
believe.
Okay.
movement speed.
Yeah. So
Okay, sorry, that was
they're
the
just
slow
marked
icon.
with the slow mark
Cool.
to
Gotcha.
because that was the
Alright,
first
Oh,
one.
cool.
That's 2 opportunity attacks from the chain demos.
Well, they got
Okay.
disadvantage on both, so.
What? Not
Well, they have to
disadvantage.
make a wisdom
They
saving
have to
throw
make a
before they
wisdom-
can attack.
Is it one
It's a
attack?
wisdom
It's
save.
just
One attack
once,
for-
right?
Yeah, for those.
So only one of them has to make a wisdom saving throw. What's the DC?
No.
No,
its
they have to-
sanctuary works on all attacks.
Yeah, it's their
No,
first
he's saying
attack from
they're-
those creatures.
Yeah. Why
Yeah.
did you do a strength and a wisdom?
Because he did a strength check to.
Oh, that was the contested. Okay,
That
so
was the contested.
so
No,
there
it-
should be so.
You're
the
right,
chain
it's
devil-
gonna be
Hold
attack.
on.
I see what's going
So
on.
the
Hold on.
attack.
Yeah. So I was going to say there should be another. If they haven't used their
Is sanctuary concentration?
No, it is not.
Okay.
perfect. Then so
Yeah, I was reading it, TJ. Thank you though.
there should be the
Alright,
second
so-
wisdom saving throw from the.
Yes,
other
it
chain
is.
devil.
Sorry.
It is concentration.
Yes, it is.
Then your
concentration.
sword guardian, your spirit guardian? No.
Yeah.
Your
Guardian of Faith.
guardian of faith.
He
Fates.
will.
Disappear.
It's not a concentration though.
Oh, the
Which
guardian
one?
of faith isn't
Guardian
concentration?
of Faith isn't a concentration, no. So I can. That
Uh,
guy's just there now, right?
Nice.
That's what I thought anyway.
Yeah, it doesn't say concentration on the spell. It says conjuration.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he just does his own thing now.
Nice.
It's because
That makes sense.
he has
you
a
don't have to
timer
maintain
on
it.
him of 60 damage
Yeah.
dealt.
All right. Cool.
Let me re-catch up.
Too many spells.
Oh, you can
too
change
much
the aura
confusion.
color if it makes it easier
No,
to
it's
see.
not a-
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why I changed it.
So much going on.
Oh, nice.
So there's one wisdom saving throw, which failed,
Paladins. They're crazy.
and another wisdom saving throw,
Also failed.
which failed. Wait, this is a magical. No, it's
No,
not.
it's not
No,
an attack
it's
against them.
sanctuary is a magical effect.
But they don't. It's a saving throw against attack, like
Saving
magical
throws
effects
another-
against them. It's not like for.
The devil has advantage on saving throws against spells and other magical effects. This requires a wisdom saving throw. So as I'm reading it, they have advantage.
They have disadvantage with the sanctuary though.
No. They have advantage on the wisdom saving throw because they have advantage.
Oh.
They have magical resistance.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So one of them makes it, and then the Bone Devil, because you are leaving his melee, he will make.
The-
What's your DC again? 16?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so those two can do it. So they will each get an attack of opportunity.
Miss.
Miss.
11 is
Hit.
Hit.
12.
And you are
Wait, 12?
No, because
18.
No, he has disadvantage though.
He made his wisdom saving
just
throw.
explained that as a racial feature, that guy has advantage against magical effects.
So that includes my sanctuary. So there's no point in it.
You just saved him from half of the attacks.
No, I'm just trying to understand the spell itself because it says it's
So,
protected
before
against certain types of creatures.
When somebody attacks, instead of just getting to roll to hit, they have to make a wisdom saving throw first. They have advantage on that saving throw, so they have to make that before they even get a chance to attack. After they save that, then they can use the attack action and then roll to attack.
So they basically have to roll twice in order to even hit.
Yeah, no, trust me, Sanctuary is super good, and it saved me from quite a bit of damage. It saved me from everything except for the one devil. When I took 3 opportunity attacks, leaving the. Although, does rain? Never mind.
You're leaving his melee range.
Mm-hmm. That's why I said never mind.
So, so you take 21 points of piercing damage, and I need a acrobatics or athletics check from you.
Okay. And I'm going to use Rebuke the Violent, so he'll take 21 as well.
Noise.
And then
That's technically magical damage, right?
he has to make a saving throw. So yeah, I guess so.
Okay,
One
so
second.
you're not grappled, so you can disengage, or you can continue to move away. You're just reading this thing too.
Yeah, I got it pulled up here. Hold on. No. I think it does count as a magical.
Okay.
Hold on.
Well, I mean, it's not a physical attack, so it would be magical, so you get the full damage out of it. So was it 21?
21. Oh, he can make. He has a saving throw to make.
Oh,
Yeah.
what's the saving throw?
Weak the Violent is a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom, which he has advantage, which he probably doesn't make.
He fails. He takes all 21 points of damage.
Boom! So you see Quildrith run from this group, and this aura shines, and one of the chain devils actually, before he's able to reach out, is somewhat blinded by it. The other one kind of fights through it but still misses. Then the bone devil reaches forward with his pole arm and just gives this slash across his back. As it begins to hook into your clothing, it just pulls straight out, because again, that image just not quite exactly where they keep expecting you. And then as that damage comes across your back, you see a matching slash across the chest of the bone devil. Is that into your turn?
Yeah, that's all. He can do.
Okay. Chain devil. So his movement speed is halved. You just ran away. Yes, please.
Oh shit, that's what I was reading. God damn it. Okay, now I get it.
Did you figure it out?
I was reading protection from evil,
Oh.
and I was just like, God damn it. Okay,
Now you need to
okay,
read your-
fully get it.
See, now I gotta go all the way back up here and read your
I can cast protection.
Guardian of
one time.
Faith.
God, that explains why I was so
Obviously, that
confused. I'm like,
moves
why is
to a
everybody
space
talking about wisdom save?
For the first time on the turn.
God damn it! I thought they were talking about your shit, Vanilla.
Yeah, okay, so
I hate when that happens.
Dude.
he's gonna move
Where's
here,
Chris
and he needs to
Puddle,
do a
Faisal?
dexterity saving throw. It's the bone devil. Kerchow.
Thanks. Yeah, my excuse is that I am itchy as hell right now.
Which he fails,
That's fair.
so he takes, what is it, 20 radiant damage?
20. Yep.
Boom! This dude is just burning up in here. And he's going to chain attack Cal. Crit fails. 1.
So Cal tries to attack him, drops his weapon. He tries to attack back with his chains, drops Cal's weapon, and now the weapon's just sitting between them as they're both staring at it. Is
Pretty,
that-
pretty much. And as they both stare at it, the chain devil actually remembers what the hell is going on and lashes out and smacks Cal across the face.
Fucking amazing.
Gonna have a
Doing
tool
just-
job, buddy.
12
Just so you
slashing
know-
damage.
Any creature affected by my thing, if it starts its turn, it has to make in my aura, it has to make a Wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
And if it fails, it takes another 48 damage.
Okay. Yeah, I'm
Paladins.
gonna guess
Yeah,
that failed.
baby!
Oh damn. 48.
So roll that 4d8, please, sir.
Good God, man.
It's a daily.
God damn, there's so much fucking magic going on right now.
I'm all controlled.
I'm not paladin, asshole.
2 8s? Are you shitting me?
Holy shit. Okay. And that's magical damage. Right?
Murder, 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 murder.
So as the chain devil brings his chain and slashes across Cal's face, you see all the Fey fairies just swarm this chain devil and actually begin to rip flesh directly off of his body.
Jesus Christ!
And he just starts slashing out with his chains, trying to get them away, but he's not finding any form to actually hit, and they're just pulling flesh from his bones, and he's starting to bleed everywhere. He's looking pretty rough.
That's why he crit failed.
No
That's
wonder
why
they're
It's
crit
gay.
very
for sure.
distracting.
Yeah.
In
That
fact,
guy's
because he
starting
crit
his
fails,
turn
Cal
in
doesn't
there,
even
so
have
he needs
to.
to make a wisdom saving throw as well.
Cal doesn't even have to make a check against the grapple.
That's awesome.
So which one is this? This one's here. He needs to make a wisdom saving throw. He makes
Yeah,
it. And then he is going to pap the pappy boy.
Fucking try,
The
bitch.
pappy boy.
So you see the chain devil hold his hand up, and you hear this rattling, and the chains that were once innate along the walls with shackles begin to rise up. Two of them by this door, and then another two by this door.
Well, that's the end of Quildred.
You still have Sanctuary on.
I have very few hit points.
Trying to get to you, buddy.
It's all good.
Okay, so it's going to take 2 chain attacks against Richard. Boom, boom. I believe the first misses and the second hits. Okay, we're going to roll damage on that one. So you get 8 slashing damage, and I need a acrobatics or athletics check from you, please.
And it's a +8 because of Bless and my aura.
So I don't even know why I'm asking, but let's go.
Hey,
Just
dude,
in case. You
+8.
can
I have
always
a
crit fail.
+14 and failed some shit, okay? Like,
I failed.
oh no!
What is it, a +8?
It's a +8.
Oh, you just barely fail. Okay, so the chains around the second one begin to wrap around you, and then as those wrap, you feel the 2 animated chains from behind you also slash across your back.
1 hits.
So that's another 15 slashing damage. You're already grappled. So if you get grappled again, technically you'd have to make 2 escapes, correct?
Yes.
Yes. So I need a acrobatics or athletics check, please.
+8.
+8.
There we go.
There we
Nice. You make that one. So as the chain from the wall begins to try to wrap around your foot, you actually be able to bring it up and stomp your foot down on it and try to grind it into the stone. Quildrith, the 2 chains near
Two
you.
chains? I thought it was 2 total. Was it 4?
He can do 4 chains that the devil can see.
Oh no.
So 16
Misses.
and 23.
Ned hits.
So that is 13 slashing damage, and I need
He needs to make a wisdom saving throw before it can hit him.
Oh
Yep,
shit.
no
a...
sanctuary.
Thank you.
The chain, does it have...
So many magic. Well, the chain is technically
chain's
outside of...
No, a sanctuary's on me. It's a
No,
Sanctuary
that's right.
is centered
Okay,
around him,
yeah,
yeah.
thank you. So 19, does that do it?
Yeah, that'll do it.
Okay.
13.
No, you rolled the chain devil's wisdom. It's the
Yeah, you gotta roll the
chains.
chains.
The chain's wisdom.
I know. It's,
Jesus.
It's gotta
it's
be
the
low.
same.
Holy
It's the same.
fuck.
I was gonna say they're just extensions of himself.
Yeah.
Let's
I was
see,
just
does
being
it
a
say...
Okay, I was like, oh shit, did I really just?
they-
Can I use will cutting words make any difference here?
You got a shot, actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
On the
Yes, yeah. Do it,
Yeah, I'm gonna
please.
use cutting words, which is just a D4, right?
No.
It is
Whatever
whatever
bardic
your bardic
inspiration
inspiration
die.
is.
Oh yeah, D8. That's right. Here we go.
Oh, it saves me.
So that knocks it down to 17.
And that I have an 18 AC.
Nice.
Oh!
So you do
Yeah,
not
yeah.
take that 13
Hey,
slashing
I
damage.
saved him.
What do you say for your
What do
cutting
you
words?
say for your cutting words, sir?
You're a chain.
Fuck you! You're a chain. Fuck you!
It's
So you
somehow
see
brilliant
this,
and
you see
awful.
this chain begin to lash out at Quildrith, and the manacle at the end raises like a head about to bite, and it just turns and looks over at Vinova and realizes, oh shit, that's right now, and just
You're a
clinks
chain.
down on the floor next to Quildrith's feet.
Thank you for that.
God damn it.
Pappy boy, you're up.
Pappy boy, I'm realizing that I can't heal anyone and have my aura up. Because it's concentration.
Oh
You
no.
can do all your healing spells that aren't concentration. Fine. You can do
Yeah.
every
Oh,
spell that's
really?
not
Yeah.
concentration.
It's just you can't have
Oh.
2 concentration spells at the same time.
Oh!
Yeah.
Well, then I can have my spirit weapon back.
Yeah, your spirit. You have, no, spirit weapon is concentration as well. So you have
Nope, it's evocation.
no. Concentration is a type of spell.
I know, it's not. It's the box isn't. Let me double check.
Does it have a little
be-
C next to it in
more,
D&D?
more on this in a moment.
All right, hold on. Let me just pull this.
Says
Spiritual weapon,
concentration,
right?
And there's a
Yeah.
blank box.
Pretty sure that's concentration.
Yeah, no. Spiritual weapon is not concentration.
Oh, nice.
That one
Okay.
is.
Well, luckily it didn't do anything. So you
Cool.
can
I
just put
haven't.
the thing
I
back.
wouldn't have done anything with it yet anyway. So
Okay, so it's
Interesting.
still in the same spot where you would have.
Here,
right here.
popping it for you.
Yeah.
Hold on one second. I'm
Sorry.
on a different
Sorry
page.
about this. I've
Oh,
never
no, you're
used these
fine.
spells before.
I'm not a spell guy, so this is all learning for me. We're
This
gonna
will be good
go-
for actually. Well, your sorcerer is getting quite a
can't
few
see
concentration spells.
everybody's
So.
Yeah.
So
So okay, so it again is an imp, and
could.
So many
I would help
friends.
more.
I'm gonna give you control of it as well.
Now, all right. Would that grant Richard advantage?
He's technically flanked.
Controlled by, determined by character setting.
I already have advantage
You'll
against
have to
that
tell
one
me.
next to me. Anyways.
Yeah. So,
Okay, never mind. It doesn't matter then.
Vow of enmity, motherfucker.
yeah.
We
Okay.
could- yeah.
So Richard.
Grapple does not impose
Would
disadvantage.
you mind?
So the one next to me is the one that animated these chains,
Put
right?
up some tokens for the chain so I know where they're at.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, did that Chain Devil make? Oh, never mind. He did. Never mind. Sorry. I got excited about wisdom saves.
Dude, they are amazingly good. Like, don't
So
get me
as
wrong,
you
Sanctuary, especially with people who don't have like advantage on the saving throw, like even with advantage, it's like basically a step to hit me as well. So I'm like super into it.
Yeah, I did not want you dying because I am super squish, and if you and
I
Richard
don't
move over
want
your head, I'm
items.
done.
Ty, do you have any Lay of Hands left in your pool?
Nope.
Okay, you know what we're gonna
I'm
do? So
10.
just so everybody knows, I'm gonna drop 2 more chain devils on there. They are not actual chain devils. They are to the chains. But Roll20 is weird, and it will only let me drop them as a map icon, and I want them visible to you guys.
Okay, I appreciate
Okay.
it.
I like it. Now,
And I
did,
will-
did the chains have hit pools, or do they only die when the
They have
Chain
an
Devil
AC
dies?
of 20 and an HP of 20.
Yeah.
But if we kill the Chain Devil, does that kill the chains?
Yes.
You
Yeah.
don't know,
We hope so.
but probably.
And then this was the one that animated them.
Yes.
Yep.
And
Alright.
it has been enmitied. And now it's Pappy Boy's turn. Finally.
Well, I was
Pappy
gonna say
Richard.
that guy's turn was right before mine, right?
Mhm.
Yep.
Because all you
Yes.
guys were yelling like motherfuckers.
Sorry,
There
got
was a lot of
excited.
confusion.
They're trying to keep old
Because-
Quildrith alive.
No, okay, I don't have the thing I was thinking. Okay, well, I'm grappled, but I'm still next to this guy, and I don't have disadvantage
Nope.
because
Nope.
grapple doesn't do it, and I still have advantage because Vow of Enmity,
And you have +4 to your attacks because of Bless.
How long does that last?
A
and
minute.
1 minute. It's not
gonna-
concentration, right?
Nope.
Nope. Okay.
Oh no, it is.
It is. So I need
need a-
you
what is?
to make a
Vow of
Constitution.
Enmity is not.
No, Bless.
Bless.
Oh, okay. I was
So
like,
I-
what?
Constitution saving throw.
Constitution saving throw. I need to go backtrack and see how much damage you actually took.
No, everything missed because of cutting words.
Yeah, because of cutting words.
Cutting words.
Cutting
everything
words.
Doesn't
missed,
hit him.
so I don't have to
I
actually
cut
do
that
it.
chain size.
No, one of them did.
No, the one that was going to, he's
Nope.
like, "You're a chain." Remember?
Yep.
The other one, the other one missed completely.
That's right. Thank you.
Yep. So yeah, you have a plus.
Yeah, the
plus
hit I'm
4
thinking
to your
about was
attacks as well.
before the bless because you did that before you disengaged.
Yeah,
correct?
exactly.
Or after.
After, yeah.
Okay, so again, I have advantage.
Sorry.
It's like the papping is about to fucking begin, bros.
The papping is gonna happen.
Happening.
You know what, Brandon? I'm sorry. I'm gonna interrupt you one more time.
Jesus Christ.
He did hit you after the bless.
He
during
did?
during your
Oh, okay.
escape because you had to make an acrobatics check. So
In
I
that
need you
case,
to make
that's
a
gone.
Constitution
I did.
saving
it was
throw.
a 10.
Um,
Plus
Understand
8.
what's
So
happening.
because it was an 18.
no, you make it because it's half the damage or 10, which is higher,
Oh, okay.
and the damage that you took was 21, which would be 10.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I make it.
So you make your you make your concentration check.
Booyah.
Hey.
motherfucker.
Nice.
Bless is up still.
Yeah.
Yes.
God damn it. I don't have disadvantage because grapple does not give you disadvantage.
Nope.
I have
Correct.
advantage because of Vow of Enmity.
Mhm.
And I have a +4 on the attack because of Bless.
Yeah.
Alright.
This dude's gonna get tapped into oblivion.
Paladins are fuck hard,
Dude,
dude.
fun is awesome. Dude, you think paladins are crazy? Look at clerics sometime.
Oh, dude, no, fuck clerics. No, never.
They're so-
I attempted it once, and I will never do it again.
Oh, dude.
So, I am going to Hunter's Mark that boy next to me.
Okay.
Ignore the damage. I was trying to actually get the spell card.
It's just there so I can remember because I need to reference the chat a lot.
Yeah. You have the Hunter's Mark icon?
I do.
There you go.
Here's what I was actually trying to get it to say.
You're
Get the
Hunter's
spell
marking
card.
the guy right in front of you, right?
Damn right.
Okay. He is. Damn it! Come back. Hunter's marked.
I'm gonna smack that boy twice.
Pap him.
Smack him.
Yeah, yes!
Boy, that's advantage right there.
Damn.
Right there. Mhm.
Damage
That's
on both
2d6 for the hunter's mark as well.
Jesus.
Hold on.
Christ.
Which D6 was for the?
The second
You only
dex.
get that one once, right? Or do you get it for each attack?
Each attack.
Each attack.
Each
so,
attack.
It's
So
the-
your
The
6 is
second one
doubled.
crit, so the second 6 is double.
Right.
So 12.
Oh my god, I need to do math. Okay, so
25,
30,
38.
38.
Who's the Pap King?
56
Well, no,
damage.
plus 15. 38 plus 15. 63 damage.
Thank God you can enter it individually, right?
And if that doesn't kill him, second attack is getting Divine Smite.
yeah, you know what? I'm not even gonna keep adding. He's dead.
Oh,
Which means
So-
the chains are no longer animated. You're all fucking
Chains are
ruined.
no longer animated.
I
You
negated
you
their
watch
ability to
Richard
do anything.
bring this devilish weapon and just slash across the chain devil's chest, and this big old gout of blood begins to pour out. And as it looks down at this gouging wound, he just jams it straight in the gut and actually lifts him up a little bit. And the chains that were animated behind you guys just drop limp on the ground.
Noise.
good
Noise.
fucking hit, Richard. You and that glaive get along quite well.
Shut
big
up
fan.
and fight!
What did he say?
Shut up and fight.
Good point.
The dynamic duo over here.
Okay.
What's that little imp? Is that supposed to be one of the chains?
No,
Spiritual
that's a
weapons.
spiritual
Okay.
weapon.
Okay.
That's mine.
Okay.
He's with me.
The terrifying fey fairies.
Yes.
Christ.
Okay, is that the end of your turn, Richard?
Fairies.
Yeah,
Unless you had movement.
As a free action, don't you move your bonus, your hunter's mark if something dies?
Yes. Would you
no,
like to-
it's a bonus action on a subsequent turn.
Oh, okay, so you're
Is
your
it?
turn.
Even if the target dies? I thought you can.
Yeah, I put
If
it.
the
you
target
choose-
drops to 0 hit points before the spell ends, you can use a bonus action on subsequent turn to mark a new creature.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
I guess I should just
I know, I
read the
posted
thing.
it.
Yeah, that's where I read it.
How come nothing's lived
I
long
was
enough to
telling
take
Mike
its
I posted
wounds?
in the thing.
Yeah, I'm kind of glad.
All right.
So you have movement.
I do have movement, yes. Pep! Sitting there.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, that's advantage too. Well, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, that's flanking.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't have another attack, do you?
Nope, I'm just
Okay.
sitting here, like, smiling my ass off ear to ear. At this
With a bone devil right behind you.
Right.
Oh,
no,
wisdom
I'm
saving throw.
positioned sideways so I can, like, see both of them, you know?
Nice. Roll that beautiful spell save. Wisdom.
When the creature enters the area for the first time on a turn, or starts its turn there, it must make a wisdom saving throw.
Hot damn. That's a good once a day spell.
Yeah. It's like the nuclear option.
Nice. Okay, so wisdom. I don't need these guys any. No, I need one of those. Boom. Yeah, no. So roll those 3d8.
Damn. Oh my
48,
god, are
Because
you
it's a higher
fucking
level
kidding
cast.
How many?
me? Yeah, 48, because he cast it
48.
at a higher level.
Because I cast it at a higher level.
Noise.
2 fucking damage.
So 22 damage.
22 radiant damage. Very nice. So the Bone Devil, just for standing there, you just see those little fairy fuckers fly over and
Into his
feverishly flail the flesh from this fiendish foe.
I
It
like
is
it.
eyeballs.
That's good
Attack
alliteration.
space.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
That was-
I recognize that effort. Thank
Go
you.
for the genitalia. I don't know where that is in a. I don't know where that is in a bone devil. But it's
Well, I mean, he can
probably
bone.
places.
Oh,
That's audio.
he's prone to bone.
Prone to bone.
Oh.
Having all these little fucking things sting him and pull flesh away from him, he's getting pissed, and he is going to attack Richard.
What,
Gonna attack
bitch?
your spiritual weapon. Oh wait,
Actually,
he can't. It's a joke.
no, I know.
Okay.
I'm reading things.
Oh,
Doing fine, Mike.
Yeah, absolutely.
Don't listen to these assholes.
dude,
Okay.
nobody said
I
he's doing
never
bad.
said anything bad about Mike's DMing.
So,
Mike's a fine DM.
thank you,
I was
guys.
gonna say because he's king asshole.
You want to talk shit? You want to talk shit? The whole prison collapses and you die. Just Richard, though.
All right. Well, you know what's going to happen to Uzo if you do that, right?
That's fair. That is a 59%. So, he is going to return the favor with some once-a-day shit.
Footballs.
And you see him, he raises his hand and clasps it into the air, speaking an arcane ritual, and you see materializing right behind Quildrith another Bone Devil.
Oh, hello. I
Which
think the DM is
he-
fed up with me.
Needs to roll initiative,
Oh, thank God.
and he's next. Because he rolled the same initiative as his buddy.
Well, that's the end of Quildrift. Bye, everybody.
So you see it raise its fist into the air, and all of a sudden this materialization, bones actually pool up from the cells, flying out from the cell doors, clinking together, and they almost melt, forming this fiendish devil. And it appears right behind Quildrith, and as you turn and look it right in the face,
I do back.
and okay, and I believe that's the end of his turn. You know what? He's gonna move.
Outside of this fucking
He's getting tired of this shit.
Well, Richard gets to pap him if he does.
That's true. I
Yes,
think
he
he can
is.
technically
But
move
yeah, you
because you
don't
guys
get
have
to
made a
move.
wall.
Yeah.
Oh, he's gonna stay.
Gonna take the damage anyway.
Well,
He starts his turn there.
Ty, shut up.
actually, you know what?
Jesus
No,
Christ.
he's gonna
Technically,
move.
He doesn't know I can do that.
He's gonna move right here, which you have reach, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
So he stays within melee range.
Oh, he played us.
Again, I don't think he knows that I can do that. Ever.
I don't know what
That-
you can or can't do because
No,
I don't
he's-
even know what I can do.
He's talking about the Bone Devil.
Oh. Well, he's just getting out of the ring, but he still wants to keep you within reach, and he has 10 feet of reach. So he is moving in a way so that he can reach you but get away from these stupid fucking fairies.
That makes sense.
So,
Fair justification is fair.
well, thank you. The next Bone Devil is up. The fresh Bone Devil.
Oh, look at you. You look so fresh. And since this one just summoned as a free action, can I say anything?
Yeah? What would you like to say?
I'm going to point to Richard. Him! Kill him before he takes out your brethren. Because you're the one most bedecked in, obviously, paladin.
Question.
Yes.
It's over there. Never mind. I see him.
I need to look something up real quick.
Oh, what do you want to look at?
Summoning, if the creature knows who is friend and foe.
I've always read it as
It acts as an ally to the Bone Devil. It says right there.
yeah, but he does. So he doesn't. He knows that he's allied to the Bone Devil, but other than that, I feel like they don't know much about the situation. That's the how
Tell you,
I would play this
like
as a DM.
Steve
I'm not
called
saying
me
it
and I
just
showed
because
up.
I am.
That
I
was
am-
an
Seems like
fight.
an insight
I don't know
kind
whose
of check.
buddies are.
you know what? I'm gonna have him do an intelligence check.
Perfect. Yeah.
Because it's not your turn, so you can't do a deception.
No argument here.
So, but I will.
figured it
Trust
would
me.
be
That's
insight.
why I asked for even like the.
The how to disguise isn't concentration, is it?
No.
Okay.
It's just.
Just
there.
wanted to make sure, just in case.
No. Hey, always check.
Good up, dear.
Intelligence check.
Nipples everywhere.
Chocolate, at least it's fine.
Okay. So it. And you pointed at Richard.
Yep. I pointed to Richard because he was the most bedecked in obviously paladin shit.
Okay.
Also,
Yes.
well, I mean, I have the dark robe over everything, but I also have the most health. So
Also, yeah, I know you the tanky one.
Let's go. You know what? I'm gonna roll a perception check to see if he sees these fucking things floating around, which he does. He's not too sure about them. He sees the chain devil burning. He's not gonna move. But he's gonna hold an action.
Damn.
Because he doesn't want to go in that shit that's burning a chain devil.
one
Zenevieve.
of the actions better than punching you in the face.
Oh,
Alright.
way better.
Looking around.
I could use healing. I'm dying.
Shh, you already used
dying.
a free action.
That's fair.
I'm just... Dickhead DM is
The
dickhead.
changeling boy who's bleeding out.
Well, I am nowhere near him,
That's true.
Yeah, she
and I
can't
would
see
have
you.
to take like 2 attacks of opportunity. 3,
Yeah, that's a fair point.
Yeah.
and
Why-
I would be dead before I get to you. So
Well,
And he might blow his cover.
let's see.
Which she
So
doesn't
I'm
know
going-
about.
can I occupy the same space as my thing because he's just an apparition?
It hovers above, so I would say yes.
Oh,
Okay,
nice.
so I'm gonna come right here so I can kind of see what's going on, and I'm going to attack.
Chain Devil?
Hang on.
Okay.
Let's go to my handy dandy notebook.
Does she know how healthy that Chain Devil is? Like, is he?
I mean, that Chain Devil is looking pretty rough.
Okay, thank God.
The chain
He's
devil's looking
missing
rough.
patches of flesh. You see these fairy spiritual guardians pulling just chunks out of him, and he's bleeding a lot.
Some would say profusely.
And if you move here, you'll get flanking with advantage without taking an opportunity attack.
Wait, where?
Here.
One up.
Okay. So I guess I will move
Dude,
there,
this dude is
and
fucked.
I am going to attack him with my.
Okay. Roll an attack.
If it hits, I get to do smite, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Correct.
You choose on hit, not.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that hits. Roll damage.
Didn't even
Alright,
need that
so
advantage.
rolling damage for the rapier.
And he included your smite. 17!
So
Well,
before
she
you
can
waste
see
a
if he
spell
kills
slot,
him.
as you jam your rapier into the back of this Chain Devil, as you begin to focus to pour your holy smite into the blade, you just feel the flesh on the end of this, on the end of your rapier, just go limp as it collapses to the floor dead.
Nice job.
Right.
Do a war cry, and then
Save you a spell slot there.
That's awful nice, dude.
do I have one more attack?
Should-
No, because you're not dual wielding anymore, I do believe.
No,
no,
her
she
regular
shot.
attacks get 2 attacks. It's the
Yeah, right.
the third attack,
I'm
which is the dual.
Oh,
wielding.
okay.
Yeah,
the
the
dual
third
wielder.
attack is the
That's
one
right.
for dual wielding.
Yes, but
She's
she
a
would,
little pally like me, so she has that other.
Yeah, that's right. Okay. Sorry, because you gave your other sword to Cal.
Mhm.
So it's that, that third attack.
So I still have some movement left.
Yeah, you have a movement and a second attack if you can get to something within your movement, and then a bonus action.
5, 10. You have another 20 feet of movement left.
Which you can get
So-
into that bone devil and stab him in the butthole.
Yeah, I'm gonna stab him in the butthole.
No, other one. Because if we kill the
Other
other one,
one?
yeah, if we kill the other one, this guy just unsummons, so we don't want to waste
Right.
our resources on him.
She did not see him summon.
That's fair.
So I'm gonna go. You're gonna go with your first
Technically,
instinct.
she did not see him.
Yeah, he's kind of hidey.
Oh, there is a wall of people between her and him.
Yeah. All right, so I go straight for this bone devil then,
I'll allow
Obvious
it this
threat, there's
time, but
obvious.
yeah.
You trust me.
because that's the one I saw. That's fair.
Okay.
Uh,
Because you would have seen him towering over everyone when you stabbed that Chain Devil in the back, but I'll allow you to go after that one.
well, I kind of want to go after the one that's about to kill a useful character.
It's okay. I have disengaged. Don't worry.
Ah, okay.
And still sanctuary.
And
Yeah.
disengage and.
Yeah, I'm gonna attack the main bone devil dude with my rapier.
Roll it.
Shit.
Yeah.
I have flanking?
As you run up.
Or any bonus?
Let me think. No.
Anybody?
As you run up.
Plus word?
As you run up to slash at the Bone Devil, you kind of come in with a little bit of a twist, and he actually brings his hand up and just catches the blade and pushes you back a little bit. Cal.
And that was my bonus action, yeah?
No, you have your
You
bonus
have a
action.
bonus
again.
action. Oh, that's right. You have bonus action stuff.
Alright, so as a bonus action.
Stab Cal in the face.
Healing words.
If you have any heals that are a bonus action, that would be a good. Like I know.
I only
cure
have
wounds.
lay on hands.
Oh, gotcha.
Cool.
Other-
cool,
yeah,
cool,
I'm-
cool, cool.
I don't think there's anything I can do as a bonus action, but I hate not to use one.
Oh, you're good.
Oh! Nope, I haven't slept, so I can't
Oh.
use step.
My bless, it's not a concentration spell for me. It's part of the beads. It just happens.
That's
future
good to know.
reference.
That's good to
Yeah.
know. Thank you.
So I don't hit, and I don't see anything that I can do as a bonus action. Define sense. Come on. Something. Can I
Okay, going a little long here.
disengage and take a step back?
No, you're not
Not
around.
as a bonus action. You can
Rogue-
disengage, but you might take an attack of opportunity.
Yeah, never mind then.
Okay, so you're done?
Yep.
All right, Cal's up. Cal is going to piss his fucking pants.
That sounds kind of like.
He can't. I have Aura of Courage.
Fair. That is very fair.
He's under 2 of them right now.
God, he's just so fucking tired and useless.
Like, he would be so useful once he sleeps.
He could literally one away, and we would not think of him any less, because that's really hard.
Apparently Quildrith will, because he has tried several times.
Yeah.
Well, and I have Aura of Protection.
Not
so-
fully away. I just mean like, fuck, I can't fight right now. Hold on.
Seeing Quildrith taking a beating and this new enemy pop up behind him, given your high persuasion rolls and that you're sometimes nice to him, he is going to charge forward and attack this fucking Bone Devil.
I have a friend who's gonna die for me, guys.
Oh, you hate to see it
Well,
happen.
he never picked
can't
up his
hold his
weapon anyways.
Yeah, he didn't pick up his
Well,
weapon.
he used his bonus action there to pick up his weapon. He runs
then
over,
drops it.
and
That's our Cal.
Cal, my pal.
Bad
you know
80s.
what? That's
More unlucky than
you
me.
know. Hold on a second. I'm gonna let the dice decide. Yeah, no. So
Snaps.
you see him bring this longsword down, and the Bone Devil, just like its counterpart, catches it, pulls it from his hand, and snaps it.
Long sword. That was yours.
That was
And
mine.
Cal looks fucking terrified.
He's scared.
Vinova, you're up.
I have a question.
I have an answer. Get rid
Is
of
the
this.
summoned creature considered a magical effect?
What?
No, the summoning itself would be magical.
That's my
Well, like, because if we kill the main one, he dies too. That sort of...
Yes, it remains for 1 minute or until its summoner dies, or its summoner dismisses it as an action. So if
So
you
1 minute's 1 round,
So it's
right?
it's
1 minute's 10 rounds.
10 rounds.
Oh shit.
But like that would mean that like it's magically connected in some way. I'm just wondering if I
Cannot
can use.
dispel it. It's already summoned.
You'd have to have counterspelled it when he was summoning
Yeah.
it.
The counterspell or dispel magic is not.
Oh, dispel magic.
roll.
Yeah, it doesn't
Um,
matter. He is now a fully fledged creature.
Yeah, he's not a magical effect, which dispel magic would work against.
That's
The
what I-
magic
yeah,
was
that's
used to
what I
pull
was
him
arguing.
here, and now the magic is over, and he's here.
Hold on a second.
I'm
Hold
gonna
on. I'm gonna. Hold on. Before you decide, I'm gonna look up
Well,
something real quick.
no matter what, I'm gonna cast Healing Word as a bonus action on our favorite shapeshifter. I'm gonna cast it at level 5.
What are you casting on me?
Jesus Christ.
What was it?
Healing,
Damn.
healing Word. You get 13 damage because I crit failed on it, but.
Nice. I'll take it,
Points
dude.
or hit points?
Wait, how do you crit fail a healing word?
Because he rolled a 1.
You gotta roll.
But dude, out of 44, you rolled 2 3s, a 2, and a 1. Like, you didn't crit.
Oh, that's not that bad.
Yeah,
okay.
it's not
No,
that bad.
I don't know why it's a red. So you get 9.
13. Already got
So
it.
13. Okay. So hold on. I'm gonna look up dispel magic real quick.
I actually looked up dispel magic targeted at a summoned creature.
Choose one creature object.
Whenever a spell's effect is dispelled or
Spell of
suspended,
third level or-
in contrast, a spell like Conjure Woodland Beings is a non-instantaneous duration, which means the creations can be ended by dispel magic and they temporarily disappear within an anti-magic field. This is from Mark. This is by Mark Merles, one of the guys who works on D&D, is being quoted in this thing
Yeah,
that I
when
looked
Conjure
up.
Willing Creatures creates fey creature.
It creates fey creatures, but it's a similar effect to summary. But I'm gonna pee real quick while you're looking at that.
I'm just like, do we have to do 2 Bone Devils right now?
No, beat the living shit out of this one.
This thing doesn't.
Sorry. I don't mean to cause slowdowns.
Oh, shit, what am I doing?
You guys are making me read.
Sorry. D&D.
It's because it's summon, it's not conjure. Conjures are ongoing. Summon just brings a thing here.
Yes. So the thing that Ty pointed out talks about duration.
This one has a duration as well, right?
He is there for a minute, for 1 minute. You know, if you had used if you had used the reaction to counterspell when he initially summoned,
It's
yes,
not
but
a reaction spell. I don't have counters.
yeah, because you're talking about dispel magic.
Yeah.
No, because the magic's already done. It's here.
Well, that's what dispel magic is for. It's for magic that's here. Here,
Right, but he's not
I'll-
magical. He's here.
Cool. That's what I was checking. As if
Yeah, because this also doesn't have a spell level.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go with it can be counterspelled as he summons, but since the Bone Devil itself is not a magical effect, yeah, you can't dispel magic on that one. Sorry.
Well, no worries.
Good thinking though.
An at-will cantrip. Oh no, it takes an action. Sorry. It says instant. I don't. It's fine.
Which what is it?
Blade Ward.
It's just your casting time.
Yeah, that's your casting time.
Yeah, it's at will.
There's some.
Doesn't-
There are
I don't-
some things that take like a minute to cast. So it's not great in battle, but it's great outside of battle. Instant
This one's
means good
Blade
in
Ward.
battle.
It's only good in
I
battle.
already looked it up.
So annoying.
If it takes one action, it
This
takes one
spell.
action.
Whatever. I'm gonna charge at the big bone devil over there and just hit him in the face as hard as I fucking can.
Okay, do it.
Oh! Bam. My spirit weapon.
Can you occupy the same space as your?
Can I
spirit
move my
weapon?
spirit weapon around him beforehand?
Sure. 20 feet.
Ooh.
Where would you like
I
to move
can't.
him?
I can't. Just
Ping it for me, and I'll move him.
ping. Or right here,
yeah,
actually. This.
Right there.
Sorry, one over. Right there.
that one. Okay.
And then I'm gonna hit him with the Charger, Great Weapon Master. I don't remember how this all works.
How many feet for your charge? 10?
Let's see, it was 20.
20?
Yeah,
You're
I need
just
at least
shy.
10. I need at least 10 for the Charger to work. Sorry.
Okay, so 10. Okay, you're good then.
So plus 5 to the attack roll. Oh no, to the attack's damage roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then your
Okay.
Great Weapon Master will subtract 5 from your hit, but add 10 damage.
Okay.
So if you do
Roll
both
high,
and hit,
and a fuck ton of damage.
you're gonna do like at least 15 damage beside whatever you actually deal with it.
And did we decide if the spiritual weapon was flanking or not? Because it splits focus.
You're not actively. I'll tell
Because
you
it's
this.
about to hit him.
If you use your bonus, since you have to use your bonus action to move or attack,
No,
or is it move and attack?
It was my understanding that it was move and attack. But
I think it is, but
check.
let me double check. Sorry, guys. Magic's weird
no,
for
dude,
me.
it's it's good.
Yeah, you can move and attack. So roll the attack for the spiritual weapon,
Okay.
and then yeah, we'll consider it flanking because it fucking hits him. Okay, yeah,
so
that
we'll
hits.
do the spiritual weapon first.
So 10 force damage.
And then I'm gonna once after that hits him, I'm gonna rush in with the charging Great Weapon Master attack.
Roll it, and you're at advantage.
Yay!
Damn, yeah, that hits.
Then I'm gonna pop a Divine Smite on top of that.
Okay.
I forget what that one is. Sorry, I haven't been using it, so I'm not super familiar.
No worries.
Where is it? Where is it? Ah, spells. Where's Divine Smite? Hello. I just saw it. I'm so sorry.
No worries.
I
I spend how much time just reading shit? You are
yeah.
fine.
Thought I had
There
this
you go.
ready to go. Oh, you got it? So 2d8 radiant.
Yeah, for a spell slot.
Um,
And if you go higher spell slots, it adds a d8.
okay, I'm gonna do a second level cast to do 3d8.
Yep.
So
Okay.
let's roll that beautiful bean footage.
So does the aura move with you?
Yes, it's attached
Okay.
to me.
Okay.
So Divine Smite does that many. Flame great plus
15.
Plus 15.
So 30 plus 16, 46.
46 damage.
Pretty.
And my
good.
aura should. Does my? I think my aura procs on his turn though.
Yes,
is
it
that right?
he has to move into it or start his turn in it.
Gotcha. Cool.
So that is. Hold on here. So your divine smite was 15.
Plus 15 extra. That's 30. Plus 16 slashing and 2 fire. Oh, and the divine
plus
smite
14
is radiant
slashing.
damage. Too. Sorry, the divine smite is radiant damage.
Yes. Yeah. That's why I'm having to do it a little bit separate. Okay.
Gotcha.
So Vinove charges forward, bringing his great flame tongue dagger and just cracks down on this thing's head. And you see this giant gash come down its neck, and blood, black oozing oil like blood, begin to pour and pool down its neck and onto the floor.
Damn. Is he looking rough?
He's looking rough.
Oh, thank God.
Cool.
Is that the end
I
of your
believe
turn?
I don't think I can do anything. Is this a wall here? Is this?
What's
Is this a wall?
that is like a ledge.
Stairs.
It would be rough terrain to get up it, so you would just lose an
Okay,
extra
I'm
5
good.
feet.
I just remembered I charged anyway. So, all right. That ends my turn.
Okay, Quildrith.
I'm gonna disengage
Okay.
as a bonus action.
Leaving Cal to his death.
No, I'm gonna kill this thing. That's what's gonna happen. Oh, poor Cal. He's so fucked.
Leaving Cal to his death.
I'll help you.
As I leave, I
no!
whisper, "Don't worry, Cal. I have a plan." And then
No
I'll
one was surprised. Fuck that boy.
You got us into
do
this
2
mess.
sunblade attacks, which will be at a +4 to hit.
Do it. That hits. That hits. Roll damage for both.
Right, and then so damage for the one is 12 plus sneak attack. What?
That's not great.
Holy
Bummer.
fuck.
1, a 4, and a 2.
3d6, getting 7 damage, you idiot. And then the
God
Second
damn
one
it.
hit.
Just shut up and be happy with it.
and then I will pour. Let's see how many spell slots do I have left.
See it. Just shut up and
I
be happy.
have.
Infinity.
All right. Oh fuck, we're going for broke on this. All right, 2 level 1 smites, 2 first level smites. So that's going to be another 48.
Okay. Roll them.
Oh, thank God. Some damage.
Nice.
All right,
Kinda
so
even itself
overall, 24, 43, 50 damage altogether.
With the last 19 being radiant.
Yeah, nice. All mine is radiant because I have a radiant damage dealing weapon.
Nice.
Oh, Cal, I'm so sorry I couldn't kill him.
Okay, so.
I have a turn before he goes. It's fine.
And my fairies get another bite at him before he can do anything.
Oh shit. Okay, never mind.
So Quildrith runs up, and as you run up the stairs, you slash across one leg, and it drops, and the wound bursts forward with radiant light. And then, because it's dropped and it's a little bit lower, you jam your sunblade right into its chest. And as you leave it there for a second, another burst of radiant light surges, and it actually flashes behind its eyes, and blood begins to pour out of his mouth. He is looking pretty rough.
And that's all I can do.
Okay. So that thing.
Our
is
blue ribbon
dead.
boy.
That thing is dead.
His hot dog's dead.
Can I get everyone to make a quick perception check?
Certainly.
Ah, dicks.
I'm so good at these. Oh god, I love these dice.
You see
I don't give a
something,
shit. I love
So,
them.
so everyone but Quildrith hears this. Your two, the radiant blast that happened is kind of leaving this in your ears.
Haha, take
you,
that,
you can't
foul
tell if
fiend.
it's a holy chorus of angels or just your tinnitus kicking in again. But the rest of you hear what sounds like footsteps and running coming from the hallway behind the Bone Devil. And they start to get closer. And louder and louder and louder. And you see a woman turn the corner, see the Bone Devil run up,
Woman.
and she's going to make an attack.
She's
Swear,
occupying the
bitch, if
same
you
space
steal
as
my
the,
kill, I'll fucking murder you!
you want to
She
move her
needs
off
to
of
make
the.
a wisdom saving throw.
Am I lagging again behind?
Yeah,
Sorry.
that's wrong.
Mike, I hate to do this.
Yeah,
I really
no, that's
don't want
fine.
to. But the
Wisdom's-
fairies don't know. I have to pick the people, so.
Um,
God.
No.
Oh my god.
Oh, God
Shut
damn
it,
it.
bitch! This is my kill!
Oh, my God.
so she runs
Holy
up.
Fuck. That's a lot of damage.
Oh, no.
My fucking kill. She can die for all.
Okay, yeah, she
Can I
runs up
choose
and
not
as
can I choose for them not to attack her?
No, you already preset it, I think.
um
Because you have to set the people at the beginning of the spell, right?
When you cast the spell, you can designate any number of creatures.
She
Yeah,
looks like a Final Fantasy character.
she was not designated, so she is going to take 20 radiant damage. So you see,
falls flat on her fucking ass dead.
so you see her run in and turn this corner, and she begins to raise her sword to hit this Bone Devil from behind. And as soon as she passes by these Fey-like fairies, they begin to just pull her hair and rip at her face and tear, and she's a little confused and like, "What the fuck?" And she's gonna make an attack, which still
disadvantage?
fucking hits. Are you? Is the disadvantage?
No, I'm just fucking with you.
Okay.
I just wanted to kill this thing. 7 damage. Damn.
7 damage.
She's savage.
Which you make fun, but this thing hears her kind of as she runs through the thing, and it turns, and as soon as it turns, she thrusts forward her sword, and it jams right in its eye socket, and falls limp.
Hold on. Oh, man, you
Oh,
do
for
50
fuck's sake.
damage, and you're like, fuck yeah, and then bitch runs in with 7 damage. It's like, I got him.
It was right there, man.
I instantly hate this woman. She's clearly a plant. We should kill her.
Oh Jesus.
First thing I'm gonna do is back up.
Do you have any healing in
Hold
your...
on, sorry.
So,
hold on. I'm
this
getting
thing-
excited.
Drops down to the ground. This other Bone Devil next to Cal, looming over him, beginning to look at him as if it's the next meal. You just hear it go, and poof, all the bones that had once formed it in these from these cells fall limp on the ground.
I look up to her. I don't suppose
Hold
you
on,
have any healing.
question. Are we still in initiative?
You are
No,
still
no, she's
in
allied.
initiative.
Oh shit, never mind.
So it is Richard's turn.
Oh, sorry. I'll move back to where I am.
Yeah.
As a free action, I shout, Lana?
Shut up. Not your turn. Who? I will use an
Lana makes
action
family.
to literally make a persuasion check. Because fuck it.
Go for it. Roll a what would you like to
Say what I'm
say?
gonna say first. I'm gonna
And
say
then
what I'm
roll.
gonna say.
That way you know the DC.
First off, who the fuck are you? Secondly, why did you kill that? Hopefully it means you're an ally. Third, she just said a fucking name. Is that you?
Roll a persuasion check.
Oh damn.
Okay.
Oh, I guess we don't know if you had advantage, but I wish.
That
That answers
Is that-
that question.
is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. So that is Richard. The Bone Devil is dead. Genevieve.
I step over the Bone Devil and kind of stumble as I get closer.
On
And
brand.
Healing.
I kind of take a hard look. Does it look like her? Do I think it's her?
Roll a history check.
Perception. History.
Investigation.
Investigation. Yeah, thank you. Investigation.
Ah, shit, I'm really bad at that.
Oh, really?
That's a good roll.
That's a pretty good roll.
She is older. She is more scarred. But you would not forget that face anywhere.
Slap her so fucking hard.
Roll an unarmed attack, please.
How do I
Yeah.
roll an unarmed attack?
So your unarmed attack will be your plus to hit as far as your
I think it is
it's a
strength.
+4, I think, to hit, and then it's your strength modifier.
Should be an option in your
So it'll be-
D&D Beyond.
It'll be 1 plus your strength modifier. So if you have -1 strength, it does nothing damage. But
I have a +1 strength.
perfect. So yeah, roll. You get a +4 to hit, and it'll be a 1 damage if you hit,
Okay.
or
we
2
were actually
damage because
rolling
it's
that
1
it was
plus
a-
your strength modifier. So
You know, it's funny.
Why'd you roll a
she
strength
extra
check?
shouldn't have been able to kill
no,
him,
just
'cause I
roll a
didn't even take
d20
my
and add
second
4,
attack.
so it'd be 18 to hit.
I would have felt better if you fucking killed the thing.
I know.
So 18 to hit.
So where are you getting the 18 to hit?
Because her strength, she did strength check. She rolled a 14. She had a +4 to hit on her
I rolled
unarmed
a
attack.
15.
okay.
So
Okay, so it's an 18 total. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so you look at her in the face and you reach out and go to slap her, and she actually just catches your hand.
You left me naked in the middle of nowhere. My parents died. Everything died. I'm missing an eye. I had. Was that from you? Was that letter from you?
I thought this was gonna be a cool story.
do we need to kill her? I'm looking rough, and
She-
oh wait, no, it's not my turn.
She hasn't said anything yet. She just stands there holding your hand,
Can
and
you turn the music down a bit, please?
yeah, I'm
It's a little
sorry.
loud
Which
Oh weird, I
one?
can't even hear it.
compared to you.
I too can't hear it.
Is that better?
Okay, thank you. Yeah.
Okay, because
I'm
I
gonna
can't hear
refresh
it
this.
at
I
all.
can't hear it at all. Can you refresh your page since my audio is coming through you?
Yeah.
This
Stand
bitch.
by, everyone. Okay, and that's where we're gonna end for tonight, guys. No, I'm just kidding.
This bunch.
Okay. How's the music now?
I can't hear it at all.
I know I can't.
It's
hear it.
fine. I could hear it.
I don't
Go
need
down to the
go.
little speaker in the bottom. Make sure that's set for Scarlet.
I had music during the battle. I just don't have it now. It's fine.
You know what? This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna turn this up, and I'm gonna turn
Maybe I-
this down.
Actually, you have to select each person, and so right-click their portraits and turn them down manually,
Hang on. I'm just gonna lower mine.
up a little bit.
Say
Oh, no.
something again, Jess.
I'm just gonna lower my master music volume level. That makes more sense.
Let's
TJ
go.
talk.
Okay.
Well, we can't hear the music on our end either, so I just want to make sure
Well,
that
turn it up. Go for it. I'm just gonna adjust.
we turned our internal mics up, so we
Alright.
are good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So she just stands there holding your hand. Just now is not the time. We have to
Now
hide.
isn't the time.
We have.
Now isn't the time.
We have.
How
Just,
the fuck do I know you're not a demon? And I like reach for her chest, and I literally rip to see if I can see a burn mark on her.
she is wearing plate. She is wearing plate armor.
And I
So you
believe
begin-
So
you-
I'm going to be very ineffective.
Okay.
You already used your action, anyways.
We're actually dropping initiative.
Alright.
So just
So just drop your
Excuse-
spell real quick.
Sorry,
Yes.
sorry about that. I'm just gonna
Everybody
move.
spells. Everybody.
Don't stand near me. They get excitable.
You can
But
drop
they're
the
here for the
spell.
next 10 minutes, so I'm gonna let them hang out.
Dispel it.
You can dispel it
Tell them
manually
to
too.
go.
though.
Yeah, I can, but I'm not going to. We're in the middle of hell.
Also,
That's
I had a
fair.
quick question since we dropped combat. What is a short rest? What constitutes a short rest?
1 hour, where you take enough breaks to patch your wounds, just kind of sit and chill out. So you need at least an hour for a short rest.
I drop.
If we could take a short rest, I have a Song of Rest.
Yeah, if we can take a long
so
rest is what
should
we
try and
actually
get
need.
somewhere. Well, Song of
Take
Rest will
any
give
rest.
everyone.
You hear Cal down the
just-
hallway. I could
Just
really
letting
use a
you
good
guys know
night's
if we can take a
sleep.
short rest. I
Cal,
can
come
use
to us.
A Song of Rest, and you guys will get all your health points back.
Nice. Okay, so I'm going to come up here in my regular Quilldrith form. Next to.
I'm gonna clear this up a little bit.
And then you just do you keep your spiritual weapon up, TJ?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no, it's gone. It only lasts a minute.
Okay.
You just see me fighting with her plate mail. Trying to see
I go up.
Plate.
I still have my sword out. And I pull its fiery blade up to like right below her chin. I'm sorry, but anybody she's attacking like this is somebody that cannot be trusted. Give us a reason to trust you now, or I will kill
Back
you.
off, Quildrith!
Oh, all right.
I just want her to prove that she is who she seems
we're
to be.
taking this to a room.
If
we're
she
getting
is-
out of the middle of this, and then I
if she
will
is who-
decide if I kill her or not.
If she is who she seems to be,
Stop
you may
arguing
have
with me.
you may
Quildrith,
have all
I
you
think
need.
This is something for her to decide.
Yes, but I need to know if this is the person they are. Are you?
it's her.
Who are you? Name now, and details that she would know. And I kind of nod over to Genevieve.
You see her look at you. She's like, I have nothing to prove to you. Genevieve, nothing that I can say could ever change or seek your forgiveness for what happened. But I want to tell you what happened, and we cannot do that here. I know a place where we can rest, where we can talk.
Fine. Let's take us there now.
Your apologies mean nothing if we know not who you are, and if you're not who you are, you
Well,
could
just
lead us into a
shut
trap.
up.
It
I
could be
will
a
kill
trap.
the bitch if it's a trap. Look at me.
Yes.
I'm a
It
beefy
smells like
fucking
her.
boy.
All right.
It
Well,
smells
somebody.
like her, okay? I can smell her. It
I
smells like
walk
her.
up to Quildrith and I dump 40 points and lay on hands and just shut him up.
Vinove, are you moving towards her?
No, I'm. Cal, could you come here for a moment, my friend? Come here.
Can you set the Quildrith token to be Quildrith? It's not giving me him.
Come to Grandpa. Sit on Grandpa's lap.
Come here. I have
it's
something
you.
I'd like to talk to you about, Cal.
Do you not have?
Cal.
Sorry, one second.
Come here. I wave Cal over.
Yeah.
I'd like to do a strength check to pick Cal up by his armor.
I know.
Without telling him, you just pick him up.
Yep. I'm just
Okay.
gonna pick him up.
Make a strength check. You go to reach out, and you know, like
+4.
looking at his
+8 actually.
That's a save.
8.
I need a check.
Oh, my bad.
And bless is gone.
That hasn't been a minute. It's been like 30
Bless
seconds.
is still
It's
up.
been a minute. With
No,
spiritual
it's been a
weapon,
minute.
if spiritual weapon's gone,
You're right. That's still up too
and,
now.
yeah.
Yeah, then it's still. Either way, it doesn't matter.
So your strength check is 14.
I don't roll on the shots.
So you grab him by the armor and you go to pick him up and you lift him fairly easy, but all of a sudden his armor just shifts and because it was already tattered and broken, actually breaks away and you drop him.
Oh,
But
for
you only drop him
God's
for
sake.
like a foot. He's like, "What the fuck? What are you doing?"
I push him up against the wall, and I'm like, listen to me, Cal. I need you to get your shit together, because you've led us into not one, but 2 traps in a row now, and I need to rest, as does everyone else. Now, think really hard for me. Where the hell could we go to get a frickin' nap?
Make an intimidation check.
Am I like the sane one?
I'm just tired. I'm just like an exhausted old man.
I know.
That's fair.
You're any recent Clint Eastwood movie.
On the
Oh my
porch.
God.
An older Clint Eastwood movie.
Bring
now
me
that
a
you were-
nap area, you dragon paladin. Cal looks at you.
Wait, is Cal a dragon?
No, because dragon lady.
Oh, okay. No.
It was a reach of a reference. So Cal looks up at your imposing frame, and you see him kind of solidify himself, and he's like, "You asked me to come here. I wanted
No,
to leave.
you're already
I
there, young
don't
man.
know this
I'm going
place."
to now walk over there and actually get in the middle of this.
Richard, give me just one more second
No,
here.
stop.
I just need to
Stop.
point out to this
You're
gentleman.
infighting, that's what they want.
Look,
Stop.
I'm not infighting. What I want
Stop.
to know from Cal is,
Benove,
he said he's told us explicitly, right? Explicitly.
Benove,
Follow
I
me.
will
I know
literally-
where to. And
I
I'm just
will
asking
literally
him to follow
walk
up on
over
that
you for
promise.
8 fucking hours while you sleep. You just fucking stop.
I'm just trying to ask where to go.
I understand.
I'm
I
clarifying
understand.
information that was said to have been given earlier, and now our friend here has given me reason.
If
quite
you
a lot of reason, couple bone devils worth of reason to question
We're not
his
doing
loyalty.
bad God here. I
I'm
will
not doing
literally
anything.
Stop you if I have to.
Listen,
Oh,
man,
this is happening.
I don't know what's
listen,
going on. I'm
you tall
asking a
bastard.
simple question.
I didn't tell you I knew where we were going. I told you I knew where the prison
right.
was and that Olgameth was on the other
Deadpool,
side
yes,
of it.
he did. He
No,
explicitly
he
said
did.
he
TJ,
knew
He
it.
knew where
okay,
the prison
hold on.
was.
Hold on,
He said he
time
knew where
out.
the
Guys,
prison
here's what the
Time.
DM is saying. Okay? Cal specifically said he knew where the prison was, and he knew that Olgameth was on the other side of it. He doesn't remember the prison, seeing that he was knocked unconscious.
We chose two paths. There was
Barely-
one
No.
path to go to a fight and one path to go to rest. And he said that he knew where we could go to like catch rest.
No, we chose two different things. That wasn't the
No,
same
what
decision.
you're forgetting is when we picked up Cal, was TJ wasn't here.
Oh shit.
No, TJ was here because that
No,
was
he had
the
to leave.
same.
He had to leave early that session.
No, because that was the same session where he kicked the ladder. You guys picked him up.
No, but he
right
had to
away.
leave early that session.
And we didn't play without. The only time we played it without him was the Oathbreaker.
No, you played with Emmy twice. Once I
Yeah.
missed it, and then once I left, and you guys played for like 2 more hours.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
the very first one, I believe.
Either way,
Well-
okay. So to cure the confusion,
This is,
DM.
Vinove would remember. This is what Cal said. That Cal said he knew where the prison was since he was dragged down into the sewers from there. He does not know the layout of the prison other than the fact that in the occasional room,
Other than
as
you're
he was
cutting out.
tortured,
Yeah, no wonder I don't
you
know.
couldn't
what's
have
going
yeah,
for
on. These
and knocked
goddamn
unconscious there.
microphones.
He knows that Olgameth is somewhere on the other side of it, but he doesn't know the specific layout.
So I guess I'm just confused because earlier it was a choice between finding a place to go rest and then finding a place to go take the fight to the guy.
I know what you're talking
we
about.
decided
He-
on going to rest, and Cal was like, I know, like, this way.
He was
and then
talking
every
about.
time we try and get details out of him, he dodges us.
He was-
So,
he
like,
was-
I just don't get why we would trust him at this point.
He was talking about in the sewers, the area in which the Luxodon that attacked you resided. You
Well-
guys chose to continue to push on towards the prison instead of rest in the sewers. So that resting
that was
place
not my understanding.
was way
Okay.
back.
yeah.
Yeah, it was my understanding that we were looking for a place to sleep. That's why I'm like,
No, we decided to press on because we weren't in
Alright.
like super
No, he-
bad
I'm not gonna
damage.
fuck with Cal. I have no reason. to.
Okay.
All right, so
Alright, so we're
rewind
gonna-
before
Okay.
fucking with Cal.
We're gonna
No
retcon
fucking
that.
with
Okay.
Cal. So instead, I just point my rapier at Lorana's neck, and I'm like, "Then lead us."
And she looks at you and looks at the rapier and
You
nods.
trust me not to kill you, right? Let's go.
Well, been lucky enough so far. She begins to walk and she sees the spirit guardian
Bitch.
standing looming above. What's the duration on the spirit guardian?
10 minutes.
Or sorry,
10
the
minutes.
okay. So she looks at it and she looks at you.
Does the spirit guardian, does she have to specify on that, or is it just good or evil creatures? I don't actually know.
It's anyone intending
Or
harm.
guardian of faith.
Intending harm. Okay. Those guardians of faith.
Okay. So anyone intending harm?
Yeah, let me make sure I pull it up right so that I don't fuck that up. See.
Fucking magic.
I know, God, it's so friggin' ridiculous.
Any
Guardian of
hostile
Faith.
creature that moves within 10 feet has to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. So she looks at you. She looks at it. As
Creature
if,
hostile to you.
yeah, and as if knowing exactly what it is, and she walks through it.
Makes her save.
Good enough
There
for me, but I still have my rapier out and I'm following.
Does not seem to be any effect.
Lady, for God's sake, be careful. These things, I can't tell them not to kill you.
Oh shit. Okay.
We'll say she walked
disappear-
around
I don't.
it.
I
I
would
don't
back
have sight
away.
on
I would
Quadra's
back away and
token.
let him pass.
Everything's black to me.
Gosh dang it, Ty.
I mean, I have everybody else's. I have Vinove's light because.
Oh, you know what?
For a session.
Because you dropped it from the thing, didn't you?
I didn't do any. I just popped it in there
Yes,
from my
light.
character sheet.
Boom. Yeah.
Ah, beautiful. Thank you,
There
sir.
Well, is everyone else going to follow?
I walk up to Richard,
Oh.
real quick. And
Oh.
I'm like, sorry, I'm getting
Things
paranoid,
behind.
but I'm just. I guess this place has that effect on me. I'll try to do better
can
as far
tell.
as the paranoia.
Why am I the only one that's like calm? I really shouldn't be.
I think you're the one who can
Some
take the
shit.
most abuse. Unfortunately, I don't have a high tolerance for it, and it affects some of my thinking.
Yeah, physical
sometimes.
abuse, maybe. In the brain, I'm not so sure about that.
Well,
But
as somebody,
apparently I am.
as somebody who has used the art of deception to get other people to do things, sometimes it makes me overly suspicious of things. Like, especially in this place, somebody offering us sleep and everything. I just wanted to.
Look, I
See
can
if I can pull
fucking
proof.
kill her in a moment's notice. Don't fucking worry.
If she is what she appears, she might be another demon or devil. And now that you've cured me, I have my clear head, so I do appreciate it. And together we'll take her down
Good,
if she
but
is
again,
something.
worst case scenario, I could fucking kill her. It's fine.
Worst case scenario, we will kill her together. And I kind of reach out a hand to him for a
Like
handshake.
a family.
I'm glaring at them like that is my right.
We'll
Kill this.
we'll watch her do it. I still hold the hand out for the handshake.
I'm gonna not do the handshake, but give him the shoulder pat.
I'll give him the knowing nod and shoulder pat him back. But you know that's half a hug, I say as I walk away past him to the other people.
The odd display of
Dismissive, you know that,
respect.
What's that? I didn't actually hear what you said.
right?
Can you turn Brandon up a little bit?
Dismissive.
Can you turn Brandon up a little bit?
I'm working on it.
It's
Brandon's
just
the
Richard
star.
being kind of a dick.
Brandon,
No.
you turn
Just
TJ up.
Richard.
You need to turn Brandon up. He's the skull. Yay. Perfect.
Okay.
You said that's dismissive. Is that what did you say?
It's half a hug. I said it's the most dismissive half a hug.
But we're still friends. I say as I keep walking.
Sure we are.
Lorana is still holding at this corner.
We're following while this is happening.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
Lorana continues to walk down the hallway.
Do you want me to stick ahead? Okay. Keep following.
Right behind her, very close.
She's moving in big bursts. We can't actually see where she's going. You make
Oh,
her move
sorry.
a little slower. Oh, I guess Genevieve can, but then we can't see Genevieve. So
No, you're fine. I'm just gonna
actually,
move
can you just move everybody?
everyone to right about here,
Put me behind Cal.
directly behind him.
And I'll be in front of Cal.
I'm kind of making sure Cal goes.
Okay.
And I'll encourage Cal to go.
Well, I mean, do consider he was in the fight, and Vinove has not been a dick to him now.
It's still not like I'm not like pushing him. I'm just behind him, just watching, making sure
Okay.
he box.
She continues to move up, and then she stops right about here.
Oh,
I like crouch down and like press myself against the wall. What is it? Why did she stop? Did she stop? I look at Genevieve.
I point to the statue at the end. Remember those?
There's a trap down there.
No, can you disarm it?
I'll try. I'll try a hand at it. And then you see her begin to move her hands around, and you see this ghostly bluish white hand kind of cover her hand like a glove and then begin to float forward, and it floats down the hallway.
Like a glove.
Like a glove. And as it continues to float down the hallway, it goes right up to the skull with candles and just flicks it right in the temple. And then that same blue energy light shoots out, coming just a couple feet short of all of you, and then dissipating.
Yeah, that's about normal. Those
It's-
traps. We've seen them before.
Thank you.
It's right here. And then she steps next to a door and kind of holds her hand.
I'll go
And
first.
I pat her first. I pat her with the back of my rapier in the back. You first.
She steps in and stands against the back wall.
And I just.
Cal is going, by the way, Richard. I'll just move you up.
I figured. Again, I wasn't pushing him along. Just watching, making sure he didn't pass out like a baby.
Mike, just let me know when 10 minutes is up.
Okay.
You can literally dispel those things.
He knows. He wants to
I'm
give it
not
up just in case.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, you know you've got about maybe a minute, maybe 2 minutes left on it at this point, since we retconned Cal dick tomfoolery.
Dude, don't be a jackass now because he didn't understand what
No,
you
no,
did.
I know.
What's going on?
I kind of like go and lean it.
She's standing in this room.
I see.
I go in.
Have a lot to explain.
I kind of stand near the door, and as Richard, after Vinove enters, I kind of look at Richard
I
like
haven't
a.
entered.
Oh, okay. And as Richard enters, I kind of look at him and kind of like gesture to the other side of the door.
What? Like outside?
No, just in case. I'll create a door with us.
Fine.
Is your tall friend not going to join us?
I think he's.
Do
saying-
whatever you want, but you have a lot to explain.
As I said before, there's nothing that I can say that would get you to forgive me, now is there?
Let's start. Was that letter back there with the solvent from you?
Yes.
What are you sorry for?
Sorry for everything that has happened to you. Ever since that day
Watching
when...
me?
Yes.
You know, just because you're celestial doesn't mean you can be everywhere and watching people all the time. What is wrong with you?
You have to understand I had to leave, but I didn't...
You left
I
me
couldn't...
in the bush with nothing.
I couldn't...
You took my boots. My lucky boots. My
I
parents
could use
gave me those.
still have them, and you see her reach in a pack, and she pulls out a pair of boots.
As she's reaching for it, I quickly pull out my crossbow and just get ready with it.
I snatch them back. I put them in
Richard
my
does
pack,
nothing.
and half of my cursed items fall out all over, and Icarus just kind of rolls out too. Like, oh, God, Icarus, I'm so sorry. And I start like scooping all the cursed items back.
She actually kneels down to begin to help you pick up the items.
I snatch the love letter from her back into my pack, and I hide it.
Make a sleight of hand check.
I don't want her to touch it.
Are you being obvious about it, or are you trying to hide it from her?
I'm gonna hide it.
Okay. So amidst the clatter and kind of whatnot, she actually picks up the coin of consuming that you had, and then while she's distracted picking that up, you are able to snatch up the letter, and she holds up the coin. She's like, such a small thing that's caused you so much pain.
Oh.
Phrasing.
How do you
Phrasing.
I agree with Richard on this
know
one.
any of this?
Think phrasing anymore.
I've been scrying on you ever since I left.
Why?
Because I had to leave, but I couldn't let you go.
I kind of look helplessly over to Richard because he knows I'm a soft.
You're looking at the wrong person. I literally give 0 fucks.
She sees you looking at
What
Richard,
is-
and then she kind of like moves
Wait,
in.
what did you look at Richard for?
Like,
For
I
what?
don't know what to
Some
do.
guidance. Vinove, at this point,
I
you're
give her an awkward thumbs up from outside the door.
as you give the thumbs up.
just one.
Dude.
Come on.
I'll kind of wave to Genevieve actually.
You feel your aura, the spirit guardians fading.
I
And,
shuffle. Richard.
I step into the room quietly,
Okay.
just as they go away. They're gone now.
Richard, I don't know what to do. Like, what? I'm really confused.
Unfortunately, it seems like the time for a decision. Do we trust her, or do we finish her?
Are those your
There's no
Not
other
until
options
you
in this
tell me
place.
why you left.
That's a good one.
I was called upon by Saren Ray.
Oh, so now that's why you're in hell, eh?
I'm assuming it's the same.
That's
as
why
you.
Cal's here. I mean, doesn't seem like we're the first group, obviously.
Yeah, it's
Cal,
why
you
we're
know
here,
This
to
was
be honest.
years ago. Have you just been in hell for years? Or... Uh-oh. Technical.
By Sarenrae's light.
Technical foul!
Technical foul.
Okay, we're good.
No, you're not.
Can you guys hear me?
They still can't hear you. Nope. I love that he knew that we were asking. That's fucking funny.
Nice.
There it is.
Desperately needs grooming.
There's one.
Yeah, it does. Oh my god.
Little wax.
Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah.
Not the
Hey, there it is.
Okay, after some technical difficulties. Quildrith, I believe you had asked Cal?
What? Oh yeah, Steph Cal if he'd seen her before. Cal, do you know who she is? Have you seen her before?
You see Cal look at you and then look at Lorana. She looks at him and nods his head. Or she nods her head. Yes. We actually came down here together.
Lorana, do you have the mark?
You see her kind of try to shift her plate out of the way, and she just is able to get a little bit out, and you see just the faintest sign of burned flesh just underneath the armor.
You'll have to show it in full to Genevieve. I don't care, but tell her what happened.
I will answer to her, not to you.
I'm not asking you to answer to me, idiot.
No, he's right.
All right.
You tell
Quildrith,
me what happened.
enough of the fucking aggressive shit for 1 minute. It's not our fight.
It's not our fight, but she might be our enemy. She needs to prove.
Remember how I gave you some heals so you calm down?
Oh, that's. I'm just insisting. I can barely.
Hold
hear
on,
TJ.
I'm losing some people. Stand by, everyone.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, TJ's super.
Sorry.
First off, we should close.
TJ, give me a sound check here.
Can you hear me? Check, check. Sound.
You sound super distant.
Sibilant. Sibilant. Sibilant.
Sibilance.
I think I'm turning up the wrong person.
Yeah, TJ is the Junkrat.
Junkrat isn't here.
And I'll
What?
get you next time,
Oh.
Batman.
Does it say mockery?
I've got a ball cat. Who's ball cat?
Ballcat is Jess. Mockery is
Okay.
TJ.
There we go.
Mockery is me.
Per-
There we go.
So
All
I'm
right.
gonna, we're good? Can
Yeah.
everyone hear me?
Sorry about that.
Ba 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 ba.
I put my hands on Richard and Quildrith's shoulders and I lean in and I go, I think we need trust Genevieve on this one, guys. I believe in her.
I was just trying to back
give
up.
her a, I know, just give her
That's
a moment.
literally
There's a
what I
lot-
was
There's a
saying.
lot to process.
Well, I was
Yes,
just
you were
trying to
being
back her up.
Richard about it, so...
Can
I
we
just-
close this fucking door so somebody doesn't walk up and we have
Is
to
there
deal
an
with
actual door?
There is not a door here.
Oh, I'm just like leaning and I'm looking
There
down the
is a
hallway.
doorway, but no door. The cells, as you walk past them, you notice that the doors were either never attached or were pulled off.
Come inside the room in case that trap re-triggers, Vinove.
Oh, okay. I was keeping an eye out.
Genevieve, Lorana steps closer to you and actually sits down on the bench, and she reaches out for your hand.
No, you need to give me answers. You left me in hell. I mean, it was worse than this hell. Do you
That
have
night,
any idea? I had a lich laugh in my face because I was so unlucky.
I know.
Gouged my own eye out.
I saw all of it, and I couldn't intervene. I had been called upon by Sarenrae that very night, and since then I've been in her service.
You know what? I was able to say goodbye to the innkeep I was staying with before Sarenrae called to me. I don't see why you couldn't have at least woken me up.
I didn't think you would understand. I'm sorry.
Am I not a paladin? Of Sarenrae, even? Just be... You and your holier-than-angel thou self.
This isn't what that is, Genevieve.
Huh?
My vision, she told me to cut ties, to bring everything to her, to pledge myself in my entirety. I regret doing it, and now I've been sent here as a punishment. That could be the only reason why she has called upon me now.
Do I trust anything he's saying?
Make an insight check. She is she's a little guarded, but from what you can gain, she is trying to calm you down, and she is pouring her heart out. She is trying to get a reconnection with you.
Kind of set Icarus in between. Stare at her a little bit. Hang on a second, Deadpool. I'm trying to figure out what the fuck to say.
You pop Icarus out, and he kind of sniffs her. She holds out her hand. He actually runs over her lap, behind her back on the bench, and back into her lap, and just looks up at her, staring her right in the face. Seems as spirit as he always is, isn't he?
I'm gonna go sit down over next to Cal. And
How
if
would
it
you
lasts
know
long enough,
Icarus?
so-
He showed up after the Lich. What? Oh, yeah, that's right. You've been stalking me.
Yeah. He seemed to bring you happiness.
Yeah.
Happiness that I couldn't anymore.
That's accurate.
I think that's her moment.
Did you?
Has he been a spy?
Did you? He's yours?
No. He's spent so much time with you. When I've watched you, I've watched him. He seemed to have gotten you in quite a bit of trouble. And yet you've left him still.
Well, he was more faithful than you.
Oh, snap!
Oh man!
More faithful than Licorice, which I'm sure you saw him as well. As he
You
was
actually
running.
you see her
Who is
whole
Icarus?
body language just drop. Her shoulders drop. She kind of hangs her head, and she's staring down at Icarus now, and it doesn't look like she can actually bring herself to look at you.
To what?
To look at you. She's looking like that kid that's in trouble.
What are you not? Because I think about, and I've thought about it for years. Why, after you left Lorana the Lucky, I just seemed to be so cursed.
Well, that all depends.
Wouldn't have an answer, would you?
Depends on who you're asking. If you ask the things in this place, it's Sarenrae's cruel humor.
That's kind of where I'm leaning right now.
I personally believe it's Olgameth's taint. I believe he's been reaching into our faith for quite some time, trying to push us away from the light.
Rundle.
God damn it, Richard.
I think this is a phrasing thing, but I'm pretty sure Grundle.
I know what she meant, but I thought it would be funny.
You know, Richard, I never thought you would lighten mood, but well done.
You looked into the most painful, personal moments of. I thought I found somebody else to, guide me, help me lick my wounds. And they left too. Just like that, drop of a hat. Let's leave her to die with the Lich.
I think some outside force has been pushing things away from you, trying to push you out of the light. I don't know for sure, but I was hoping to find answers here. I've only found pain and suffering, death.
Yeah, sounds like a hell.
I was gonna say.
Part of what I think they need to rest.
You're breaking up, Jess. I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
Said,
need to
regardless of what I think, they need to rest. They have stood by me this entire time, and they need to heal. So if you have any spare heals to give before we take our little short rest, I suggest.
Or if you could just make a door.
Doors would be.
Take a long rest. That'd be better.
Um,
Does anybody have control water?
she kind of looks up and
Have water.
she is going to snap her fingers and point at the doorway, and you see. Make sure I grab the right one. A solid iron door begin to come into existence and completely blocks the doorway.
Wave my hand through it like it's an
perfect.
illusion.
You put your hand through it and then it goes through. Oh my God! Really?
What happened?
What happened?
Oh, hey,
Oh.
the map is being fun.
That was neat.
Yeah. Sorry. The computer's like, I'm
Slide
gonna
to
make
the
the whole map for
left.
you.
And slide to the
To
right.
left.
We're gonna do the time warp, guys.
Cha cha now.
Real
No.
slow.
Yeah, real slow.
I look around at my group
it a-
mates.
Is it a
So
real door?
you see Quildrith put his hand up to the door and it just passes right through.
I'm just looking to see if they.
Honestly, that's better than nothing.
As long as it's
Sorry.
solid, and I go
Watch
back.
If
It's
you
not
guys are
bars, right?
okay with
It's
it-
solid.
It's
if
not
you're
bars.
okay
It is a solid iron door, and Lorana, that's how I've been surviving down here. They don't seem to test many things.
If you guys would like, I can put a glyph of warding at the bottom of this door. It'll trigger any spell on my command, or just simply explode if somebody crosses the threshold.
I think those guardians would be a good thing to trigger.
Two can do that. But you all need to rest. I will take the first 4 hours watch.
Excellent.
All right, I will just let me slap this glyph down real quick.
Vinova, can I get that haversack from you?
Don't
Get
get into a very loud yelling match while we're trying to sleep, please.
I can agree with that. The haversack, please.
Yeah, here you go.
Please try.
I'm gonna put this. Let's see. We'll put Spirit's God. No, not Spirit's Guardians. Should we put it instead?
You can just make it.
Oh, just
What are you putting as
I'm gonna put Moonbeam in there.
moonbeam?
That's a good.
Nice. That's a good one.
moonbeam.
And we're gonna make it, since I have one spell slot left, and I'm gonna
I
get it
didn't
right
know
back.
you were a
I'm gonna do a level
Clefairy.
5 Moonbeam in there.
Damn.
Okay. What's the
So if
the
the trigger is
The
evil
trigger
person
is
passes it.
anyone but the people in this room passes the threshold. Anyone not in our party passes the threshold.
does that
Set
include
off.
Lyrana?
Hmm?
Does that include Lyrana?
If she passes through it, will it activate?
Because you said party,
no,
you said
it-
in the room, and you said in the party.
So yeah, that includes anyone in the room. Anyone
Okay.
in the room. So you guys know, if you try and bring anyone else, if we run into another paladin or something along, make sure to tell me so I can disarm this ward, or else it will just moonbeam them right in the face.
And what is your spell save DC?
My spell save is 16.
Okay.
Honestly, we should probably dispel it when we leave Trace.
Yeah. That'd be great though. Days later, some demons palling around and just moonbeam
You know what?
them in the
That's a
face.
very funny image. I accept this now. We can leave it up for however fucking long.
Alright.
Hopefully we don't have to drag this real quick.
So it's anyone other than the people currently in the room entering or exiting.
Yep.
And they will take 21 damage.
This is in the room. All's in the.
Oh, if you have any friends around, do you have any allies around here that I should know about before I set this ward?
Lyrana looks over to Cal. Have you found Ivan or Rickon?
Rickon. Wait.
Or sorry,
Did you say
Richter.
Did you say
Richter.
Rick-
That's my
Richter?
bad. That's my bad. I have too many names written down over here. Richter.
Is he a Belmont?
No, Rickon would have been like a big deal for Vanova.
No, I know. As soon as I said it, I was like, "That's not right." And then you started talking. I was like, "Oh shit, that's really not right."
Oh, I done fucked up, bro.
A lot of retconning tonight. Just fast forward, rewind.
bad,
Lorana
bro.
looks over at Cal's like, "Have you found Ivan or Richter?" Cal looks down. I found Richter's body in the sewers, killed by that Luxodon. I haven't seen or heard from Ivan since we were separated.
Helps
Who's
that
Ivan?
Loxodon's gone.
Wait, how was the Loxodon here
Kinda sad.
before anyone knew you were coming here, Richard? I don't like
Don't-
that.
Fucking no.
We've run into multiple people who were here before us. Not to mention our friend here that we've just run into.
Yes, all very strange and connected. May I see that bag, please?
Yeah, no, I thought I handed it to you already.
Oh, I'm
Here
so
you
sorry,
go.
yes.
What did
He
happen?
left.
I had to run to pee real quick. I'm so sorry.
Just real quick, who is Ivan, so we can keep an eye out?
Yes, what does he look like?
He's another paladin.
A lot of them down here.
Ah,
White armor, full plate, a human. About 6 feet. Young.
Okay.
He's only in his 20s. I think he had just completed his pilgrimage.
Well, is there
Tender
is there anything you can do to maybe mark the door to warn him if he does find us?
I can't think of anything, Lorana.
You don't think he's fallen, do you? I look at Cal for the answer, not her.
Cal looks down. I thought Lorana was fallen, and here she stands.
Well, you know how to resurrect, so why don't just worry about that if he could.
Can I decide that? You said he's wearing Saren Ray's armor. Is that correct?
He's wearing white plate armor.
White plate. Is he marked with Saren Ray at all?
We are.
Yes, and he has a symbol of a crest emblazoned on the chest piece.
I would warn though, Revivify is a finite thing. We are running out of gold to cast that spell.
I get the feeling that he will not be coming down here.
Alright.
Okay.
I reach my
then I'm gonna
hand
leave
in-
it.
Go
Good
ahead.
luck with everything. I am going to lay down and get some sleep.
I reach my hand into the haversack and think Wand of Identify, and then my other one I think Orb.
Okay, so you feel the wand of identify, clasp into your hands, and the orb into the other.
I cast Identify on the orb. Since my necklace reset, I'm hoping it did too.
So the wand glows with a faint white light, and as soon as it touches the orb, it flashes, and the light surrounds it. And what you have is, let me make sure that that's not right. Where is
Oh,
it? That's done. I thought I wrote it.
Did you put it on
Hold on, I think I put
GM notes?
GM notes.
I do that all the time.
I have a note that maybe somebody else will know what it is. It says glass melon with smoke.
That's what this is.
Okay, good. All right.
Melon!
Malon.
Malone. Okay,
could
what
you
you
identify
have-
that great sword in there while you're at it?
No. Do what now? I look at him.
Real
Great
quick,
sword.
before you do that, you have in your possession a not a mysterious. You have an orb
Oh.
of contained memory.
Oh, cool.
And the description should be there for you.
Okay. I can view the memory stored inside of the orb,
Orb.
or the memory can be viewed by activating the orb. Viewing the memory is instantaneous. Once activated, you can choose one memory up to 2 hours long to store in the orb, and the memory in the orb cannot be tampered with or modified. Correct?
Correct.
So, it's already been used in there. Does it look like there's a memory?
There
in there
is a memory currently occupying the orb.
Okay. I kind of look up to everybody. I'm about to see what's in here. I believe this is an orb of memory according to the wand. Orb of contained memory. I'm going to see if this is any use to us.
That's fine. Genevieve, I'll take second watch.
And then I activate it.
Okay. So you begin to take your 10 minutes
Probably
focusing on it.
take a
You hold it and you focus
kick
on
somebody awake.
the way the smoke moves around, and given the fact that you identified it, you know that in order to activate it, that you actually have to concentrate on pushing the smoke aside and finding the light hidden within the orb and focus on it.
So
Okay, so he's working on that. Is there anything else you guys would like to do while he's working on that?
Stop my goddamn rest.
Okay. Richard
Yeah,
kind of
I'm gonna
begins to
crash
bunk down. Cal is already laying down.
Yay, Cal.
Okay.
I nod over to Cal. Like, so you left him down here too, huh?
We were all separated. I don't know where anyone went. I thought he was dead.
No, he was you're tortured to death.
And then she
Luckily, you're really good at running.
Cold-blooded.
again, she looks over at Cal and just stares at the floor again, looking utterly defeated. Okay, so as
Yeah. Hesitate briefly, and then I pull out the letter, and I toss it on her lap. I'm like, you can have that back. I don't need it anymore.
damn, did it just get cold in hell?
I thought it got hotter from those burns.
Oh damn, them is some sick burns.
uh,
She needs to make a Constitution saving
she
throw.
she takes the
Ah,
letter
this is
and you see her. She opens it and she begins to read it. And she closes it and she actually stands up and she goes against this wall and sits down, like she's preparing to rest.
I stare at the door, and I'm paying very close fucking attention to any sounds I might hear outside of it, so I'm gonna be standing and leaning against this wall here.
Okay. All right. So as you begin to take your watch, Quildrith sitting on the ground next to you, focusing on this orb of smoke and light. And I would like everyone, at least temporarily, to jump off of Blizzard chat, please.
Me too.
everyone.
Everybody but Ty.
Oh shit.
And then keep an eye.
You realize we can
Just
just
type in the
leave
chat
chat.
when you want us
We'll
back.
just yeah. Actually, you guys stay in chat. We'll exit chat and then come
Oh
back.
yeah, you guys are in the same
Yeah,
room.
Yeah, we're in the same room, so. Well, that was lucky.
All right. Let me know when everybody's back.
Oh, I'm back.
TJ's back.
Oh, you. There we go.
There's
Get
one.
back on chat?
Yeah. So me and Ty are actually gonna hop off chat, and then as long as
Okay.
you guys aren't listening to the stream, you guys should be fine.
Okay,
Okay.
cool.
All right.
And then if you could mute the music from Roll20.
The
know,
music.
it's-
I haven't been able to hear it for like the past half an hour. It's fine.
Okay, that works too.
I just master music volume to down all the way.
That
so.
works. And we'll be back in just a few minutes, guys. We're gonna try a whisper.
Okay.
Oh, you get a whisper, guys.
We're already gone.
I know.
Okay.
Okay. If I
So-
can get a whisper. Super fucking excited.
Okay. So as you begin to focus, I'm gonna turn that down. As you focus on the orb of blue, the blue light begins to shift and come forward in front of the black smoke within the orb. At the tail end of your focus, you feel this peak in your heart rate, and you try to avert your eyes, and as you look up, you realize that the room around you has now filled with that smoke that was once in the orb, and it begins slowly and steadily to snuff out any other light source. You try to stand up and you find yourself unable to move. You can no longer look away from the orb. You can't even blink. The darkness completely surrounds you. You see nothing but smoke and the blue light from the orb.
I concentrate harder on going towards that light and pushing the fog away.
As you concentrate, the blue light dims and then turns into a yellowish red. But it is no longer the arcane-like light that was in the orb. It looks like a torch. And it lights up the interior of a stone tower. And you feel that you are kneeling on a platform along the wall. You instinctually look down, and the expanse below you seems without end, reaching down and down and down into darkness, torches lighting the entire way, and the light actually continues to go, but you are even unable to see the end. Your eyes follow up along the walls, and the height seems infinite as well. You look to the side, and you see another platform. Across the expanse, a figure emerges from the darkness. You see this tall figure, and he is dressed in immaculate red robes, trimmed with pitch black linings and decorated with ornate gold. The figure's skin is a bright red, and horns that curl down from it and point forward. A smooth yet commanding voice emanates from the darkness. Why have you come here? His voice echoes off the walls and even within your skull.
I wait for the memory to reply.
Your head turns involuntarily. Another platform is set beside and just above yours, and you see a woman standing on it. Her skin is a pale blue. The armor that she wears is bloodied and cracked. Broken wings set at her back. The flesh stripped from them, feathers and blood still fall from the bone. She speaks. I have refused to continue as an idle observer while all of creation is at stake. Had I not taken action, then the hordes of the Abyss would have been victorious and soon taken Avernus for themselves. The robed figure repeats himself. Why have you come here? Those cowards with all of their divine might. They force us to stand by and look at as the scum of the hells defend all of creation? Poorly? And as she says poorly, she gives a glance at you, daggers shooting from her eyes. They do nothing to deserve those that worship and grovel at their feet. There was a very long pause. You get the sense that the figure standing across from you is patient and exacting. But why have you come here? She looks back at her broken wings. For my efforts in the defeat of the Abyss, I have been cast out. They stripped my wings and I have fallen. If I cannot convince the heavens to fight with me against the demons, I will find those that have courage enough to be worthy of my might. The robed figure steps towards her, walking on nothing, across this tower, across the expanse, and he places his hands on her shoulders. And he looks towards you. Bear witness. The new might of Avernus. Zariel. Suddenly, energy glows from within his hands. Flames burst from her back as she screams, and the broken wings are engulfed in flame. Whatever flesh had remained burns away. The scent reaches you, a sickening smell even to your nose. The flame steadies. Her wings, now made of pure flame, she spreads them and lifts them up. And she flies a few feet above where she stood. I will crush them, and I will see them driven before me, the hordes of the Abyss. No demon shall escape my fiery wrath. And she takes off with incredible speed up and out of view, up into this eternal darkness. The robed figure looks at you. Now, how to deal with you, Olgameth. Blackness. The smoke begins to return, fading everything from view, and you feel yourself pulling back from the orb. You look up, and you see that you are back in the same room. This memory burned into your skull as if you lived it. You look down at the orb in your hands, and the smoke and light circling inside it once again.
All right. So for clarity, before we connect back,
Yeah.
I saw a female, a winged female whose wings had been destroyed, and he called her Zariel, or was he calling himself Zariel?
He was calling her Zariel.
Zariel. All right. And then her broken wings became flames, and she would see all demons driven before her.
Yes.
And then he looked at me and called me Olgameth and asked why I had come there.
No, his exact wording was now how to deal with you, and then he called you Olgameth.
Okay.
I will give you access to this, so it'll be just in yours, so you can reference. Okay. It should be titled Zariel's Ascension, Orb of Memory.
Oh, perfect. Perfect.
Okay. Any other questions?
Where's it at? I'm not seeing it. Is it in handouts?
It should be. I believe it's in handouts.
I'm seeing torn note and Shahala's contract. Remember you
Oh, I'm sorry. It might be in narrative.
narrative. Did you set it to Mike or to Ty?
I set it to Ty.
Yeah.
That's why.
That's fair.
Stand by.
Standing by.
I forget, and that's not the right one, dear guy.
Okay.
He had so many little notes. I probably should have made them handouts. Gosh dang it, dear. Okay, here we go.
All right. Okay.
All right, here we go. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and X that out. And there.
There we go.
Boop-a-doop.
Hey, there we go. There it is.
There
Orb
it
of
is.
memory.
Okay. All right. Any other questions?
Can I do any sort of like history check to see if I know any of these figures? Since I
Yeah. Go ahead
Since
and
my-
roll a history. Roll a history check real quick.
perfect.
Actually, you know what? Roll a religion check.
That's not as good, but let's take a look here. Just because of my upbringing. Religion.
Okay. So
I know you're
it's not a
impressed.
high DC.
Don't hide it. You know you're
So much
impressed.
religion for the paladin. You know the name of Zariel. She was a celestial. She was an angel, almost a demigod that was charged with ensuring that the battle. Sorry, let me start over. You know that Zariel was charged with observing the blood war, the war between hell and the abyss. You know that during her time spent there that she was corrupted and that she fell from grace and that she now resides as a devil and she rules over the first layer of hell, Avernus, the battleground in which the majority of the blood war takes place.
Perfect. And him?
The figure. Let me. Yeah, that's right. Okay. The figure, you're not entirely sure, but given the interaction, you get the feeling that this may have been Asmodeus, and that you may have just witnessed the corruption of Zariel.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
And Zariel, Z-A-R-I-E-L.
It should be spelled in the.
Oh,
the
duh,
orb.
yeah. I got it right.
Pretty sure that's how we pronounce it.
Good enough. All right.
Anything else?
Could I tell if he was was he looking kindly when he said now what to do with you to Olgameth, or was it more of a disdain? What was the emotion behind it when he said and now for you Olgameth?
Curious.
what to do. Okay, curious. Like curious and amused, or curious exhausted.
Curious in a. Honestly, just curious. He's hard to read. He's
Perfect. Okay,
Asmodeus.
that makes sense. All right, perfect.
All right. Anything else?
I'm hovering. Nothing I can think of. No.
Okay.
Rejoin.
Okay.
Oh, has any time passed?
Oh,
That's hard!
hey,
Representation.
Jesus
Shit.
God, you guys are loud.
Deal with it, bucko!
hey, you don't get to come into our conversation and call us
Why
loud.
was that so much fucking louder than
I
before?
I don't know. That was funny though.
That was brutal. Okay.
Has
Because
any
I was
time
actually
passed?
yelling.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
no, still.
Because I was physically yelling
Nice. Okay.
into the darkness.
Which you explicitly
tonight.
told us not to do.
And according to the orb handout, no time has passed
Richard
while I was
did.
watching this.
Brandon did.
No, as far as you can tell, as soon as you watch Genevieve get up and walk towards the door, and then the darkness surrounded you, and you are now watching her finish her movement and stand by the door. The rest of you look over at Quildrith, and after a few
Oh, I'm
minutes
asleep.
is anyone awake besides Genevieve?
I'm awake.
Okay, so Genevieve, you see Quildrith look up at you, and he's breathing heavily. He's sweating.
Okay.
Are you
Yeah.
okay?
Yes. Yeah, just an intense memory trapped in this thing. Just so I don't know if they heard me, but this is an orb of memory.
Yeah, I know. What'd you see?
The fall of Zariel. Do you remember Zariel? She was supposed to watch over the Blood War, and then became involved in it, in between the Abyss and the Hells. And
Vaguely.
well, there was a time. Apparently, I had just witnessed that falling point for her, where she had her wings torn from her and bloodied, and was watching as she basically pledged herself to see all devils driven before her, all demons driven before her, and instead of the bloody wings, they were replaced with wings of fire, and she took her mantle as a devil on the plane of Avernus, the site of the Blood War. I think I saw Asmodeus corrupt her completely and ascend her to devil status. And then he turned to the memories holder and said, "Now what to do with you, O Gameth?" And he was curious, as if he didn't know yet. And now, somehow, I have to sleep. Take a look if you like. It takes 10 minutes, but have somebody else watch if you're going to after your 4 hours. And then I kind of like zombie, like lay down, like kind of staring at the wall a little bit, and then try to go to sleep.
I kind of look closer at him. Sure, he's okay.
Make a
Like, not shocky.
like medically or mentally.
Both.
Make an insight check, please, and a medicine check. He is not exhibiting any medicinal signs of shock. The tremors that he have do not seem inconsistent with with someone that is slightly afraid. And this
Get
is what
within 10 feet of a sleeping Richard.
and that's what you get from your insight as well. He's shaken by whatever he saw, but medically he is fine.
And before I sleep, I cast Calm Emotions on myself, my last spell of the day, and go to sleep.
Question.
Yes.
Does he look stirred?
Stirred. It's an-
Shaken, not stirred.
God damn it. I didn't get that one. All right.
Oh,
Nice,
fuck.
nice.
Beautiful.
-2 to all wisdom checks. No, I'm just kidding.
It's okay, I'll give him +4.
You have two coming over there and kicking you in the taint.
My taint.
It's only a negative. It's only a -2 because I have to drive.
All right. So, we are getting towards the tail end So we are probably going to call it a night and pick up with the beginnings of your long rest next time.
Yeah, you missed it. I got some really good burns waiting for her when she got. Like, oh yeah, I contracted
I kinda-
an STC. I fucked a drow.
I kind of want to hear these burns, if I'm honest. I
They
don't
like
want her to
that
forget them.
shit.
Could we do like 5-10
She
minutes?
needs to write
of-
them down.
of
Oh
arguing?
yeah, I do.
I need to go.
Yeah, I do actually.
The
Just write them
last
down,
5
dear.
minutes, 4 minutes of tonight's game will be just strictly Lorana burns.
Right.
Oh
Lightning
yeah.
round, go!
Lightning round.
You, you're terrible.
Yep, that's an old man, Bird.
You got so many issues. I'm gonna need a subscription.
If I were you, I would be miserable all the time. And I'd be like, what's the point of all this?
Don't forget ashamed.
God, why are you talking about Brandon tonight?
Shit.
Did
Only
anyone
at-
come up with
only
your insides look like his outsides and point at Cal?
Oh, I'm writing that down.
It's mean to Cal.
Yeah, we don't want to be.
Because I know Richard doesn't really like Cal, but even he'd be like,
So what is
I
what
think
is she
that
look
was
like?
uncalled for.
Is she a diva or a deva or what?
She's-
They're
Celestial.
Asimar.
Asimar. So
She's
she
an
is
Asimar,
part,
so-
She's
part
a full
celestial.
fucking hussy.
ASMR? She like whispers into the
She's
mic.
an
Yes.
Holamar.
She's like, Genevieve, is what I have to tell you, and she like crinkles
You
some papers.
ASMR.
How do you think she like fell asleep?
This is
You
my
know,
beard
in her
hair.
bed so quickly. She had that lovely voice. And, fuck.
Goddamn, it's not very often you get to make ASMR jokes, but goddamn, those were solid.
You look like you're part god and part shit.
Mostly shit.
You look like you're
Yes.
descended from.
You look like you're
Okay.
descended from gods and garbage got the lion's share of the looks.
It looks like Kratos already got to you.
Oh.
Whoa!
She would need to make a history check for that one.
So are you a scourge, Asimar? Because it takes bleach to get rid of you.
Oh, I like that.
Sounds like that
Like,
one's
do I have
getting
any
done.
solvent left? Get rid of this blight.
Technically do have a little bit of solvent left. I mean,
Did you get all your armor off yet?
Alright. I am going
Yeah,
to
I
go
got
to
my
sleep.
entire boot off, so.
I will talk to you cool kids later. You
Alright,
guys have good
see you
ones.
next
Bye,
week.
cool kids.
Waving.
Bye.
All
Get
right,
out!
we're gonna go ahead and cut the broadcast.
Bye, everybody.
Good night, Twitches.
Follow, like, and subscribe.
Is it Tuesday
Adios,
yet?
muchachos.
Smash that bell button.
Smash
Good
that
night, bye.
bell. Harder, damn it.
I don't know.
I just made you subscribe.